It's the URL. We have a guest in the show on the show this evening. I shall show you the guest in 5 minutes. Well,
hello, fuckers.
Ah, there he is. He's just giving you a hint as to who is in the show on the show this evening. The man who has a lot to say about music, and the reason he has a lot to say about music is because he's very fucking good at making it. In fact, at one point in his life, he was actually teaching it. So, it is a pleasure to welcome back to the show. He's not been on for a few months. Billy Scavenger! So yeah, the Jimmy Scavenger is in tonight, and he's going to be giving you all kinds of producer advice, because that's what Jim do. I know, Jim, you give lovely producer advice. Lindsay was in last week, and she gave lovely pictures of how the music sounds in her head,
yeah,
which is good. But you're in tonight to give absolute banging producer advice. Last time Jim was in, the producer advice was flying out. It was absolutely awesome. So we have about 30 tracks in the thread this evening, which is about a 3-hour show. I don't know if Jim's going to stay till the end. So, yeah, I know.
We'll see how I do. Yeah.
No, what I
am fucking old, in my defence.
We were literally just talking about that as well. What I might do this evening is chop the intros off and chop the mix bits out at the end, just so that we can get you in for most of the tracks that are on this evening, because that's only fair, surely.
I like the way it used to be, where, you know, like, if it was getting a little bit boring, just flip it on a bit, you know, like generally, and then if everyone's just going,
yeah,
just let it play. Yeah, there was always that little, like, and you were never, I fucking loads of my tunes were just like got played for about 30 seconds. It was fucking brilliant. That whole fucking wave of what's it called, when I was making over 3 years, I think I brought in all of the tunes off of Strange Corners.
Okay.
And they all scored like fucking 0s and 1s and 2s.
Really?
Then I played it at your garden party after we'd just gone off air, and you went, actually, this is really nice in this circumstance. And it's like, yeah, situational, isn't it?
Situational, absolutely. So yeah, Jim's in tonight to give some producer advice. Like I say, 30 tracks in the thread. I might just skip the intros and stuff just so that we can keep Jim here for the whole thing, because yeah, this is what you're here for, advice on your tracks. Welcome to everybody that is in the chat thread right now. Thank you so much for all your comments. David Johnson, Asio Head, Point 2, Brad Badger, Jordan Williams, Stickness. I've seen Jen in there as well.
Yeah, Morgan Japona. Yeah, nice one, Dave.
Right, Gridmate's just popped in. How's it going? Leroy's in as well. Right, we're just waiting for the intro tune to finish out.
No, David, it's never too late to stop sniffing glue.
Did I put that up here? Yeah, I did. Once again, Oliver is like the only meme on Facebook this week, again, as he was last week, which is just ridiculous. And somebody was like, oh, you're bullying him. Do you think that's bullying?
He loves it.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he's a fucking masochist anyway, but I mean, he actually fucking loves that shit.
He
lives for
does.
it, he encourages it actively.
So it's not bullying, it's banter, and you're like, good God.
And at the end of the day, he gets a bit upset if no one's done a meme of him for a few weeks. So he'll be feeding off this.
Yeah,
His ego's just grown.
I wouldn't be surprised if every time he sees one, he has to go to the toilet and start touching himself a little bit. Just, you know, oh yeah, a meme of me, get in. Thinking of Oliver pleasuring himself is fucking horrific. Right, so we're going to kick off the show this evening with Doghouse.
Whose poem fucking made me cry the other day. Beautiful.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, I really like that one.
I don't know.
That touched me properly. I'll dig it up in a minute or two.
Typical mad Doghouse start.
This is the story of Mr. Punch. He was partial to a liquid lunch. And when he was finally good and drunk, that's when he'd get a twitch in his hunch. His bell would ring and his passion would rise. It's years of
Ron, I understand that daylight saving times has fucked a few of you up a little bit. I was like, where's the URL?
Baby would cry.
Lovely vocal recording. Wait, lovely recordings all round, actually, that.
Uses Logic.
That's the way.
Got a nice sounding space going there, mate. It makes a big difference, especially drums.
Love and war.
I hate trying to record drums. I fucking hate trying to record drums so much.
To change his ways, to relate.
You think those are organic, like being recorded? It does sound human rather than...
Sounds like it is, or at least a good loop. Let us know if you recorded those drums, because I'm impressed.
With his violence berated, Punch faced up to all he hated. Finally went no lower could he possibly sink. That's when he changed and gave up the drink. Clean and sober, the booze he didn't miss. Who'd have thought it? Punch! A monument! Shredded!
I'm going to do a few shares. If you could slap that like button, that'd be amazing. Be back in a minute.
A monument to wedded bliss on Tuesday. Give us a push.
Everyone loves a Hammond solo, don't they?
I just fucking love a good organ sound. Dead air, we love it. Right, he says slap the like. Like!
From the marriage bed.
Doghouse sings.
Strong in body and clear of head. Clean and sober, the booty didn't miss. Who'd have thought it? Mr. Punch, a monument to wedded bliss.
Assorted oddness and maybe some mild amusements. I've just shared the stream.
Okay. Thank you, Jim. Oh, God, Facebook locked me out this morning. It's since locking me out. This is what I'm getting.
I can now access my
Scavenger page.
my weird monkey
Yeah.
profile,
Yeah, it wouldn't let
but I
me do it.
can't get into my messenger.
Oh, really?
No. So Chrome's like lets me log in on Chrome, but the minute I try and click the messages to get my messages for that profile, it's like, no, you've got to remember your password, and that means I'll have to change it, and then Chrome will lock me out, and it's like,
But, I couldn't post on my Pierrot page from my phone for months. It's finally come back, thank fuck.
Right.
Right, looks like Alan's just joined us. How's it going, my man?
Hey-o.
Right, so I'm gonna share in from over here then.
Oh, that's the way to do it. Oh, that's the way to do it.
It's definitely real drums.
Yeah, they sound unquantized, like they've got swing to them.
It's hard to tell these days.
Very true.
If you've gone to a good studio or you've had someone edit drums really well.
And his nose, although clean and kept that way, still shines as a reminder of his olden bad ways. Swollen
He's called it electronic.
and red,
I don't know, I think
he takes it.
it does. Electronic doesn't do it justice.
No.
That's the way to do it.
I get the feeling that's an old song from Doghouse. So I'm pretty sure I've heard that a few times. It's nice that he's released it though. I think I'm going to give him a quirky 8 to kick the night off.
I ain't scoring, I just liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, it amused me, it was well produced, well made. Had just about enough movement to keep interest going.
Yeah. It got a bit quiet around this area.
Yeah, but that was the sort of like, you know, it's the nice little calm bit, and then back to the madness again. Yeah, it's good. I liked it.
Yeah, there should be some clown or circus or something.
I'm trying to do that for while I've got a posh fag in my hand.
Okay, moving on. Synthetic coming up. I'm pretty sure we didn't play him last week. I could be wrong though.
Oh, the first day that we signed up for Monday.
Oh, yes. A word from our sponsors first.
Marketing campaigns. They're getting in early tonight. What can I say? So, Synthetic up next. Hardware Jams, or Hardware James, as Oliver calls it. Oliver's definitely a fair weathered viewer. He only tunes in when he's got a track in.
Yeah. I haven't been tuning in very much recently, but I'm going to be tuning in a bit more now, I reckon.
Yeah, you seem to
got a few things out of the way.
Bit of a mission at the moment.
Well, I've had a lot to sort out, so... And I've been at home a lot and not been able to get out much, so... I'm hoping to buy myself a year, maybe a little bit more of breathing time, get myself well enough to actually get self-employed and get things off the ground.
Mixed mastering,
tutoring. So I do tutelage in composition, production, mastering, listening skills. It's not software specific, but I also do software specific tutoring, obviously, in Reason.
Just Reason?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm too out of date with everything else now. Too long in the tooth with Reason, but if anyone else uses Reason or wants to learn to use it, because it is without a doubt the most powerful DAW out there. Oh, unless you want to shell out for Max for Live and get the full Ableton suite. That's a lot of fucking money.
It is a lot of fucking money.
And it's also, like, you think Reason's a steep learning curve, you wait till you get your hands on Max for Live. Have you ever tried Reactor?
In Reason?
No, Reactor's by Native Instruments, and it's a modular programming environment for putting together your own instruments and effects and stuff.
I haven't even used Max for Live yet.
Max for Live's like layers on top of that, because you can just look at things as mathematical lists and stuff. You've ever heard of Jeremy Fenderson?
No.
Does music, he uses Max for Live or actual analog gear, but he does music that shows images on an oscilloscope as it plays.
Okay.
Like, looking out of this world. Yeah, oscilloscope music, Jeremy Fenderson on YouTube.
Is that generated
Watch all of them. No, he actually did it as a live show. It is actually real. Like if you play the music, you get the same image. If you play it through an oscilloscope set up the same way, you cross the X and Y axes. So obviously, then if you play a sine wave, you get a circle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Warren's got an oscilloscope. We need to make better use of it.
But I can show you some basic tricks on how to make like circles and squares and mushrooms and things like that if you've got the kit that allow you to multiply and divide different waveforms together.
That sounds very technical.
Oh, watch some of his videos, they're amazing. I don't understand half of what he's saying, but it's just fascinating. Still an awful lot. I thought this sort of 80s synthwave thing would have passed a little bit by now, but you know, it's like every time it sort of recedes again, they bring out another season of Stranger Things and it's back. It tortures me a little bit like Psytrance does.
I don't mind this. This is pleasant listening.
There was a rig outside a gig I played the other night for Fractal Insurgents. Wicked little night actually. It was really good fun. But they had this little rig outside and then they were playing. Well, they all sort of billed themselves as side dub, but I would have just called it sort of dub, and it wasn't very Psy. It was much more dubby, and they had a guy with a harmonica playing live and stuff on some of it. It was wicked. The music out. It was really good music, and it made me miss having a chill out space. Like when you go to a rave, there used to be a chill out room with like better, lower, more chilled music. You know, still DJs and stuff, but just a different vibe. And I miss that.
Yep, so do I. Yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. Also, just want to say that I've made steps today to procure a site for a real Clownfest. So, woo! Yeah, watch this space. Could be happening June, July next year sometime. By the way, hello Mr. Wiggly, how's it going? And Jordan, how are you? I am Maniacs, just joined us as well. Very easily listening that one. Nothing offensive in there, just kind of bubbled away.
Just not my kind of thing. Very nicely put together, it sounded great.
Yep. I'm going to give you licking an 8 on that one, fella. Nice jam, easy listening. Again, like Jim said, chill out room.
Yeah,
chill out rooms are important.
They are.
Chill out rooms are really fucking important.
Fucking chill out rooms.
With comfy sofas and places to sit, you know.
Because that's where I'd be playing now. I'd be much more happy playing fucking weird monkey sets
in
out.
The chill out room.
That's what I've been practicing doing just recently. Yeah.
I mean, I could slow down maybe a little bit. Who knows? So let's drop a like there. Thank you very much, Synthetic, for your contribution to tonight's show. Tucked in Sounds. Yeah, go. Who is this?
Hyperbole, the flowered up mix.
It's loud.
Get ready to turn it down.
Okay, that's not what I expected. I'm pretty sure this is Graham. This is Tucked In Sounds. I'm sure it is. Is it Tucked In Sounds? Oh no, it's James Ice White.
Oh, this is Jimmy White, Jimmy Fingers.
Yes, we met him. Did you meet him up in Scotland?
I don't know if I did, but I chat to him quite a bit on Facebook and Messenger, yeah. And keep promising I'm going to come back and check out some more of the tunes, because some of them are fucking bangers, but they're not getting around to it. So it gives him an excuse to send messages and scream at me. It's great.
Astrid, lovely to see you in the building, my love. Inverted as well. How's it going? Brainsniff's just joined us as well. I have another bass practice session with Leaf on Thursday for Brainsniff. I was very clever. I wrote everything down. That there is Brainsniff's bass lines.
Excuse me.
14 fucking tracks, and honestly, Oink is about 2 billion BPM. It's ridiculous. And he's like, no, like this. And I'm like, dude, I can't play that fucking fast. I might just have to play like the odd note, like the quarter note or whatever.
I've been trying to play one of the tunes from my Dubs album.
Okay.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
Bass for sale?
No, I think I'm going to keep it for a while. I think it might be quite good for the exercise side of it.
I agree.
Shit, it's like, damn, I forgot I was actually, because dub's slow, you don't think, but it's not. It just sounds slow. It's accurate, isn't it? And I'm not anymore.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
I'm a long way off I was.
Gridmode is absolutely fine. Facebook is fine, providing they haven't altered the BPM or the pitch, or it's really glitchy.
Yeah, sometimes it's the way that Facebook buffers things to you is that it will hold things back and actually slow down the rate of transmission of the whole thing, and then it will speed it up to catch up with. It's doing an averaging out of who it's streaming and how much bandwidth it's using because of the sheer amount of people, and it handles it a bit differently from YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube favours video quality over sound quality every time.
Oh, is that true?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, careful when you upload to YouTube that your sound quality files are set to 320 kbps minimum.
More advice?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Gridmode, we shall see how it plays later on today. Again, fairly nice track. Nothing's clashing.
Not my kind of thing. It's not the favourite thing I've heard you do, Jim.
No, I thought it was more techno.
I was hoping it was going to be more techno with that kick, because it's quite a nice thin kick.
Yeah.
It's a nice melodic piece of techno. There's quite a few labels putting out a lot of stuff like this at the minute. Yeah. I do generally ignore. I get a lot of promo stuff that I just have to ignore. I kind of just I see what company it's from now, and I just kind of
ignore.
Tell it spam. Tell it it's spam. You know what I mean? I'm not actually a great follower of labels anymore. It's not.
If the track's good, it's going to sell.
This is my hobby. This is my retirement. Couldn't give any production advice on it though, because the production on this is absolute spawn.
Yep.
Sounds like it's been mastered, and the mastering's quite nice as well. Could have even gone a touch heavier, but I'm glad you didn't. I'd rather turn something up a little bit as a DJ than have something that's so crushed it makes everything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
You get the occasional track that you just can't put in a set because it's just so crushed.
I posted a picture of the EQ settings for Tractor the other day, and everything was up full, and people just rip the piss out of me. What the fuck are you doing? I was like, yeah, alright, fair enough. Anyway, right underneath us right now is Jimmy Scavenger's Mix and Master service. I will put, no problem, I will put a link up here, so if any of you have got any mix or master needs, or just general music needs, Jim is the guy to go and see. This man has studied music for forever. Like I say, he taught music, he knows frequencies inside and out, mastered the Clown Jewels album, will probably master the next Clown Jewels album, has mastered Geezer.
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
Parker 909, Geezer, Ollie Berry.
Yeah, Ollie Berry.
AB1.
Yeah.
Harry Walker, Hansdale Brook.
Yeah. See, the list goes on. Yeah, and it's growing by the month as well, and the names are top class. So if you've got any mix and master, I've put the link in the thread right now. Okay, so Jimmy, nice track, well produced. Everything was absolutely beautiful, but again, just not up our street enough. I think it deserves a solid 8. It would be more if the noises were a bit more techno, but you've got a competent track there. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, this one.
I know Jim does do a lot of time looking into what he can do about his mixes and his mastering and stuff.
I get him.
He's learning a
Graham
lot at the minute. He's like, he's doing a lot of sound stuff at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
it's paying off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's paying off. Okay, Music You Want by Die Niham Dosh Pilton.
Thank you. Gridmode. Who's Gridmode?
Gridmode is Jack Davis.
Oh yes.
Scottish bloke?
Yes.
He lives in Scotland, I think.
She?
Jack. He?
I'm getting confused as there another Jack Davies? There's a she Jack Davies as well, isn't there?
If there, I do not know about that.
I do believe he sent me his ALS Flip. Was what it was called when he sent it to me. Like a sort of a trip hoppy, hip hoppy thing.
Yeah, that would be
very nice.
That would be him. He really does well with his trip hop, hip hop. Action as Loveless says, since Jim is in the house tonight, can I replace a track?
Dude lives in Devon.
Oh, is it? I thought it was Scotland.
Jack's in Cornwall. I'm getting two Jacks confused here.
Jesus Christ. Can I?
It doesn't matter because I call everyone man and dude anyway. I don't care if you're male or female. It's not a sexism thing. It's just I think we should own these words.
No. But I was in the company of some people that I thought might have been offended by it. And I'm like, look, it's just the first thing that comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, same here.
Submitted the track to the thread. Can I put a different one in, which I remastered recently? I would like detailed feedback. Of course you can. That sounds like a wonderful thing to do. Tailoring your tracks to the guests that we have in is not a bad idea. Do you want a tea, Jim?
I'm actually going to attack that beer.
Okay, you carry on. I'm going to leave you in charge of the show.
Oh! What else have we got? How do I do the thread? What happens if I press this button? Have you seen this lot? It's like, yeah, I feel like a kid in a candy store. I'm quite liking this. I'm quite liking the minimal. It's still got a funk. Oh, hello V, right, gorgeous. I'm not being rude here, everyone, but I need a bottle opener. Can he do it without pouring beer all over himself this time? Yes, success. You proud of me, V? This is really not my kind of thing, but it is really nicely put together. And like that, there's a good trick to do. I've noticed a lot of people are just sort of like putting things in, they're adding something, they're adding something, they're adding something, and they're taking something out. Notice the way when he's adding something, he's putting in a little break, and then the next layer of stuff will come in, so each thing's introduced in a way. No worries, Alan.
Alan being complimentary.
I was being complimentary about this and just saying, being clever about the way, like, even though you haven't got much going on, it's like, take a couple of bits out and make a little break just as he adds something. Just that little bit, not even a whole bar. Do you know what I mean? You did it again then, did you hear what?
Yeah. I'm liking the chords in this one.
So you're not just bringing things in and out, or, you know, and so each change has got its little accent before it. Yeah, really nicely done. I'm taking it very minimally mastered by the look of the waveform. If at all. Whatever, it sounds really nice. Always forget how nice these speakers are. Oh, sorry, I'll turn my ringer down as well.
Okay, so I don't think I can mark that, but what I can say about it is it was lovely and beautiful, and I think you had Jim quite impressed with it.
Yeah, really like that. Really well done.
Yeah, I like the. It was beautiful, as I said in the comments. Welcome to the URI.
We're having a lot of good sort of stuff I would play in a
chill out room.
Yeah,
literally.
I'm on a mission. I want to do a chill out room.
Oh God!
I do. I want to do a full on.
If I was putting on nights, I would totally employ you to put on a chill out room.
Fuck the rave. I want to do a chill out. I'd do the chill out room as the main room, because there's hardly anyone my age, like, you know, or younger than me, that can still dance all night that listens to techno. Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
It's like literally, it's 5 people on a dance floor and they're all sort of like limping rather than dancing. So yeah,
Shuffling.
Much as I love my techno, I just ain't got the energy for that shit anymore.
Yeah. This is something me and Lindsay touched on last week when just before the show. She was like, I went to a couple of festivals this year. It was really, really nice. However, I didn't dance quite as hard as I used to. And I'm like, I'm not shocked. You know, we're all getting on a bit. Lords of Sound now. Empty Sheets. It's a little quiet.
Yeah, Alan, I'd be getting you to play for sure.
Alan's come on. Deep some fucking brains. That's what it is.
It's just like even his early stuff was just like was always Alan. You know, you can always notice his stuff straight away.
Yeah.
I like that. You know. And people who do what they do because they do it, they like it. They're not doing it for anyone else. Then, You know, I get feedback on when I do releases on labels, and it's like I always like to, and I'm always like really quite pleased, like the assortment of people who like and don't like it, and the not for me's and the people who say things about it. It's like, yeah. Because I don't write it for other people really. It's just like it's pure chance.
Jason has just joined us. That is Doghouse. Doghouse, your track at the beginning of the evening, set the pace.
Wicked, mate, wicked. Yeah. Your poem the other day on Facebook. I'd share it. Beautiful. Fantastic. I will dig it up in a bit. We'll put it on the screen because it deserves to go up.
Yeah.
Everything changed.
It's only short.
Suddenly it's clear.
Would you like to recite it?
No, I can only just remember what it's about while there's music and talking. And come on, you're talking with a man with a brain with 4,000 threads going on at once.
Yeah, I empathise. You got some rogue something in there, which is tripping my
Some real upper frequencies.
yeah.
If you're using it, especially if you're using raw gear like you've got some here. Well, I mean, when I say raw gear, I mean raw electronic gear. I mean, even like Complex One, the modular synthesizer in Reason, goes up to about 27k, and all of that noise you can't hear, but it's still like. And you have to watch out for resonant peaks as well. Like quite often what you'll find is that you've got a couple of stray resonant peaks somewhere around 5 or 7k, sometimes a bit higher, and they're what's actually tripping whatever it is you're using to sort of level your track out at the end.
Yeah. I honestly think it's vocals. Have you got any tips for vocals in tracks?
Yes, I really have.
Go on then.
Don't cut too much of the bottom of it off. Right? Really, this whole thing, like I'm hearing it here. Like if you want your music to sound a little bit 80s and a little bit Joy Division and a little bit sort of spacious, then great. Cut a great big chunk out at 250 hertz on everything, and you end up with this really spacious sort of sound. But it's because you've got all the body and warmth missing, which is what gives it that cold clinical sound as well. I always try and sort of say to people, these frequencies they say to avoid, it's the wrong sort of language to use, because at 250 hertz is where the sort of warmth and body of your bass tone is, you know, and there's quite a bit of warmth and tone of human voice there as well, so it's achieving a balance. What has got that bit of frequency in it that sounds the best in the track, but with vocals in particular, when you cut all the bottom off like that and then the bass goes away, your vocal sounds really, really tinny and horrible. So get some automation going on that and bring the bass back in when the bass goes out from whatever else is clashing with it. Do you get what I mean?
Grey One says, can I respectfully ask for a little less chat during the tracks? Not with Jim on the show.
yeah. We're back to old school.
You should have tuned in for the ones like 4 or 5 years ago where where we were using my phone, just my phone, perched on a speaker, and we honestly. But yeah, no, Jim.
I actually really like that.
That track.
Yes.
I don't know when I'd listen to it is the problem.
I would like to hear it re-EQ'd to bring the vocal out a bit more, with a bit more warmth, and so you could hear that the low end distinction a bit better. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I agree with Jim on the high end. It was very, very high-endy.
Yeah.
Again, very similar to the last kind of track you put in, guys, which is not a problem, but you like... are they all going to be this style, or is there some sort of twist coming to it? Because it was nice, but just yeah. So 707 for me on that one. Not my favourite track that you guys have put in.
Okay, man. Advice for those high frequencies: flip through your channels, have a look, see which ones have got them, and try and
check.
make sure you've not got too much going on over 15, 16k.
I'm waiting for files to export, so thought I'd do this. Big shout
You want
goes
a
out
nice
to Maddie.
gentle slope
She
off at
reckons
that
I
point.
can try and do hip hop. I won't, but here we go.
Yes.
Straight from the tip, my rhymes are my own. As I shake the bass with the place of rock a microphone. Straight from the top, stop, give a little more. Can't ignore, fuck the law, this hip hop hardcore. Straight from the tip, my rhymes are my own. Shake the bass with the place, rock a microphone. Straight from the top, stop, give a little more. Can't ignore, fuck the law, this hip hop hardcore. Check, check, what the heck? Everybody flex to the sounds of my DJ on the decks. Pay your respects to me on the MIC. Kicking shit freely, rhyming tunes sweetly. Have no fear. Gasm is here, making shit clear to your goddamn ear. In the place with the drum and bass in your face, spray samples like mace. Hot drop, hot, no time to waste to get on the floor. Dance to this hip hop hardcore, saying shit you can't ignore. But fuck it, man, that's the law. You want some more? I'll make you dance for more, cause now it's fucking raw. With the bass line, we love like that jungle. Sounds wicked and fat each and every time. With that boom shakalak when you can't hold back. It's shaking the shack, that's the sound of the point two, back to back.
Point two, do not say that.
My rhymes are my own. Shake the bass with the place of rock a microphone. Yeah, straight from the top, stop, give a little more. Can't ignore, fuck the law, this hip hop hardcore. Straight from the tip, my rhymes are my own. Shake the bass with the place of rock a microphone. Straight from the top, stop, give a little more. Can't ignore, fuck the law, this hip hop hardcore. As I sit back next to the crew, it's a one they go. Point two, just laying another one down for you. And no, I don't feel used, cause I tell the truth. There is no reason to be confused. Anyways, back to the days when I used to lay around to smoking J's, fill up an ashtray, then walk around in a fucked up daze. Fucking nothing changed except now my brain's rearranging, knowledge is displayed. Been there and done that, been there and said that, been there and fucked that, alongside the boys in the crew. You know the selected few who do the do, we all live with the same view. Clown Army crew, it's the one they call point two, giving his respects to each and every one of you. We've stuck tighter than glue, so to all the crew, this respects are due. Straight from the tip, I rhyme to my own. As I shake the bass with the place of rock a microphone.
Hey, go great one, we shut the fuck up.
I want to fucking I'm just listening to it and going, oh, I so want to remix that.
I want to do a collab.
Shake the bass with the place.
Just send me the vocal.
Straight from the top, stop.
Oh yeah, point two. You must have this vocal.
Do it. Just send me the vocal, mate.
Please make this vocal sample available to everybody in the Clown Army.
Yeah, do a thing on it.
Yeah, literally.
There is no surrender, slender, as I hit with this blender. This heavyweight contender, just remember that my tunes are rougher. Sit back and feel the force as I stop my outline with my chalk when you're on the floor. Make it dance some more.
Do you know what I like about it?
Work with vocals for ages.
This is not talking about guns and pussy.
No,
brilliant.
It's talking about his life.
Yeah.
New shit than before.
Someone said,
Well, this is old-fashioned. It's old-fashioned rap. It's like, you know, bigging yourself up.
Yeah,
like,
this is what I do.
and keeping it all on a level. It was to avoid fighting between all the gangs and stuff,
right?
You know.
Shake the bass with the place of rock a microphone. Yeah, straight from the top, stop.
Dicky the gun.
The fact that it's got a chorus and stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's very well put together.
Shake the bass with the place of rock a
And
microphone.
it's quite a nice recording. You see what I mean? He's left a little bit more of the bottom of his voice in there, so you get the nice.
He's got a very
bit of
bassy
warmth
voice
to it. Yes, dude. Yes.
There we go. Big up.
Yes, mate.
Track of the night so far.
Yeah.
10 all the way.
Yeah.
And simply
I don't
because,
score them and I'm saying 10. Banging, mate.
Simply because, Gaz, you make drum and bass, okay? And that's fine. And we've seen you make banger after banger after banger. But that's you laying it out on the fucking table there. That's heart, that's emotion.
Your studio tour and your last clown set.
Yeah. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Don't forget, Gasm is doing another Clown Army drum and bass mix, which is going out on the 15th of November, I believe. So if you've got any drum and bassy tracks or jungle or whatever, send them to Gaz. I'll get a little thingy up of that in a minute, if I remember. But yeah, 10 Gaz, like, honestly. You said in the chat earlier, I'm not going to do any more of this.
Who?
Gaz, like, why? Why are you not going to do any more of that? That's fucking insane, mate. Make sure you do that. More of that. In fact, I'd like to collab on that.
I reckon people should send you things to rap about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, to give you like a subject matter.
And Gaz raps.
And then, yeah,
Gaz raps. Here's your subject matter, Gaz. Off you go. That was awesome, Gaz. Please don't stop doing those.
Yeah, please don't. No, yeah, it was fucking
amazing.
Very unexpected. I really didn't think that was going to come then.
No, I was like, it's Gaz. It's going to be another drum and bass track. No, I was really good, mate. I was really, really good. I drive with Uber. So do I sometimes. Bolt sometimes as well. Hypatus. Me and this man have way more in common now than we did when he first started putting things in. Now Amy is both of our exes.
Oh.
Again, this guy
wasn't expecting that then.
Well, he usually puts in really commercially dancey, nice.
I was expecting a proper like trancey kick to come in, you know, and then that dirty break came in.
Yeah, this is typical Iapetus. Iapetus? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I say it. Yeah, it's very typical of him. Produced really, really well for that commercial market. I'll give it a little bit of volume if you want to.
I'm just waiting for that bass to kick in. It's really sharp.
And that's not me. The bass is up.
Yeah. I know you keep the controls flat. No point in using the wrong place on that thing anyway. Very curing it on whatever you've got.
Unfortunately, it's desktop audio straight in and straight out. I'd have to need EQ on that. Doable.
Sounds like a band that would be good to see live.
Yes? Yeah.
Taking it you are a band, right?
No. One person watched the whole thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they're packs. They sound like packs. I don't think this one is. One he did a little while back was pack. But this just sounds really, really nice.
So you can get, if you could get a drummer and a bassist in, and then DJ and sort of find a way of performing the rest of it live with it, this would be amazing to see.
Almost like Pendulum.
Yeah, but I'm on about like real, because the thing is with Pendulum, like his drums are still quantized.
Are they?
yeah, still digital drums.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I thought he was hitting them.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, right, okay, but they're still quantized.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, they're only miniature around.
Oh.
You don't think you can't?
I thought he was
can't get those sounds out of a live drum kit. They do. Oh, yeah. Sorry, no. They do sometimes do a live. That's very different drum when they do their drum and bass sets. Yes, he uses an electronic kit there. But it's just a bunch of triggers. And he's got a but the clever thing is he's a brilliant drummer. It might be quantized, but it has to be because like everything is. But he's like all the different kicks and sounds for all the different kicks and all of it. He changes all that while he's playing, while he's going along. It's all on foot pedals. Fucking amazing, actually. You know. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people slate it, but
the sound's on point every time. The sound is on point every time. You can't knock the Pendulum for that. No. Again, lovely track. A little bit too light for me. Probably deserves an 8, but because it's a little bit too commercial, 707 from me on this one. It's nice. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I'd have liked the bass to have been a bit more heavy. I'd have just liked a funky bass line in there to go with those lovely dirty sort of break beat that's going on.
I can hear that over it.
Live drums and bass for this would just be amazing.
Again, it's following most of the MO for the thread that we've had this evening. Lovely track. Just very much on the right side. Like I say, this guy writes and can be commercially viable the minute he writes his track. Yeah, it really is. All of them.
Talking about top end, I've just got an EP out that is deliberately really top heavy. You know?
Maybe there's something in the air. Who knows? So yeah, nice track. Commercially viable as we speak right now. A little bit top endy again.
But sometimes sharp is good. You know, we're sitting listening to this in here on a big system that might have some sub in it that we're not getting on these little speakers.
Correct. Okay. That's DJ Flexible, who opened one of the days, or the after party day at the last Clownfest. It's a flappy kick.
top, watch out with the bottom, because anything going on below 20 hertz for most things is a waste of energy, and the energy that they apply to rigs when you're playing out in particular, if there's like, you can get away with a sort of a flat, but if you've got a build up at 20 hertz, then you're going to have some problems when you come to playing it on a big rig.
Really not keen on the kick, it sounds like it's coming back on itself.
It's really quite nice actually.
You're liking that, I hear? Iapta says, cheers guys, I'll keep an eye on that EQ. Yeah, like I said, just Jim wanted to see a funky bass line in there and just a little bit more bass in the whole track.
Yeah, funny you should say that, I Am Maniac. There's been a lean towards 60 hertz over the last sort of 5 or 6 years because you get less complaints from your neighbours, so what you tend to find is you get a bit of a presence peak at about 60 hertz, which is quite unfortunate for techno, because actually the kicks you use and everything usually tend to have a presence peak at around 60 hertz. 40 hertz, yeah, 40, 50 hertz, but actually you'll find that most modern stereos are starting to drop off at 60 hertz these days to try and avoid that
neighbour complaint.
Yes, basically.
I Am Maniac said 40 to 50 hertz or so should be bass enough on most systems, and Jim just kind of...
I like this lazy sort of like...
The kicks? Yeah.
The whole thing's got laziness to it. It's like, it gives it a bit of like... It's funky as fuck, you know. It's a little bit like, you know, snake hips.
Ah yeah, the shuffle.
Bit minimal, but it's still got time for something heavy to come in.
It's dirty.
I quite like techno that makes you wait.
I don't.
Yeah,
give me a change after
as
every
long as that wait is worth it, and you get that smack in the face.
Yeah, alright, okay, yeah, I'll get that.
Yes, old 90s kit. Yeah, anything sort of post sort of 2015 or so, I've started noticing it a lot on. Yeah, there's a reason I picked my monitors is because they don't even start rolling off till 30 hertz, which is just right, because you know it means I know what I'm doing with my sub. I've got a pair of Eris PreSonus Eris E8s, which is a bit overkill for a small caravan, well, for a big caravan, but.
Dynamic says this is making me my tummy queasy already. It's okay, it's just a bit minimal.
Yeah. It is one of, and I like that stumbling thing. I don't know if you ever heard of someone called Ronnie Grafter. If you've ever heard any of her sets, she plays some of the wonkiest, most fucked up techno that keeps your interest and plays with your head, and it's funky, but it's fucked up and it's got hardly anything in it. And it's just brilliant. It's like, and the way she mixes is brilliant as well. So it's not just the tune selection, it's.
Yeah, David Johnson said, sounds like the beat is stumbling now, as if the start of the bass drum is off tempo grid. That's what's throwing me on this one, it really is. But it's what's keeping Jim with a smile on his face. So it just goes to show that you never know, you know?
I like Michael Forshaw, right? He's done some of the wonkiest beats there are. Paul Birkin is another one. It's not precise.
No.
And it's a bastard to mix with, but it just makes you want to move. When you get this sort of stuff on a big rig, it just makes you want to move.
Yes, Russ, I agree with you on that one. It's like we need to be in a German club in Berlin. I'll take any club.
I don't know, they'd play anything with this much sort of oddness to it.
Business techno.
I don't know, I didn't like what I heard from Bagay the last couple of times. There's another one that I really actually want to go to, despite it being huge, just because I saw a set from there and it looked fucking wicked. It was proper techno, like it was hard, yeah, and it was fast. I'm happy. It's funny, as I've got older, I like my music to be up over 160, 170 BPM now, so I can dance to it in half time.
See, that's my BPM butter zone too. Ron, I just didn't like the kick on this one, but again, you've got two completely opposite views on it here. Jim loved it.
Personal taste thing a lot of the time. I keep saying this to people, you know. This is why I always say with the mastering, it's always two ways. When I say there's a free round of feedback with each track, what I mean is if you don't like that finished master because it's a little bit too sharp, or you could have done the bass a little bit more or whatever, feel free to say it. That's what that feedback's there for. But it's the same the other way around. I get to say to you, if you could have just...
Yeah. It's got to be a two-way thing. It's got to be a two-way thing. And again, like Jim said, it's just personal preference. It was a nice minimal track. It's definitely a rig techno thing, but again, just not my thing. The kick really put me off, and so for that reason, I'm going to give you a 707. I think again, if I was off my nut in a field, it might have been a completely different story. But yeah, the kick just felt like it was either coming back on itself for me, or like David said, just slightly off grid tempo. Strange, but that's what Jim liked. So you know.
Yeah, the stranger the better.
That's very true. Okay, Waverman coming up next is someone we picked up about 3 months ago. Go on then. When
I started my business, I used to joke that if I called HMRC, there was a red light that went on whenever they saw.
Jesus Christ, that's a boring advert.
And everyone knows that they're nice as fuck when you talk to them because they just want your money.
Yeah, literally. That's all it is.
Of course they're fucking helpful, they just want your money.
Yeah. We'll help you part with your car.
And then we'll give it to the best donor that can give it to their shareholders.
Literally.
Their CEO must get at least £500,000 bonus every 6 months.
Makes my skin crawl. Yes, synthetic strange can be great. It just depends on how you like your music. I know people who listen to psytrance.
People listen to my music. What can you say?
In fact, Warren was listening to your album the other day on the way to work.
I can't believe he actually liked that.
Really?
Yeah.
He's very eclectic, Warren.
Yeah, I just didn't think he'd get it. I just didn't think it'd be his thing.
Leaf, I completely agree with you. It reminded me of Doctor Who, the first bit. I agree.
Funny you should say Doctor Who. I've done 2 versions of that song.
Have you? I've always thought about it, but like Orbital did it, and a few other people have done it, and it changes every time, so I don't know if I can bring anything to the...
Well, I kind of did just a pure one synth. I built a huge synth and made the whole thing out of just one synth that I made in a combinator for a college project. And then turned it into a dubstep tune about a year and a half later. And it's one of my most viewed things on YouTube.
Not shocked. Two great combinations there, Doctor Who and dubstep.
Yeah. Can't fucking fault either of them. Dubstep, the reason I love it is the same as I love dub, and the reason that I like my music being 180 BPM is because I can dance to it at half time. Yeah. I love this half time drum and bass as well. Some of it is so clever. What they called Smirk, S-Smirk from Bristol. They are fucking amazing, and they mix up dubstep, drum and bass, sort of Psy-type sounds and half-time drum and bass, but they make these coherent sets with it. Yeah, they're amazing if you get to see them.
What were they called?
S-Smirk.
Look out for S-Smirk people. If Jim says they're pretty good, they probably are.
They are fucking amazing.
Jim doesn't say that often.
Yeah, they're fucking, proper good shit, that. Live band-wise, I'm actually really quite liking this. It's got something of, it's reminded me of an old Osrix track. Sploosh.
Okay, now I can see that. It's very anthemic. Not like your...
It's nice and simple though, it's not overly processed or anything, it's just... and then it drops into that. Yeah, go for it guys.
Waverman really does some great stuff. Like I say, I'm glad we picked him up.
Again, this is something I would like to see live with live drummer and bassist and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of this sort of stuff coming out at the minute. I think these people should, how come we haven't got people throwing themselves at you to work with you?
Yeah, I know, right?
Progressions or fuck it, what? That's epic.
I believe this guy is from America, so even if I wanted to put bass drums to this, I couldn't. Yeah, very gentle 303 bass line in that.
Is it really?
was.
It's fucking lovely. Absolutely fucking lovely.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, top work, fella.
I don't think this guy scored like under a 9 in anything that he's put in so far, and I'm going to whack a 9 on it. It feels...
I'm not arguing with that production either. It's got its own sound. It's got like a metally...
Well, it feels religious. The whole thing feels religious, and that's probably because he's used this as a...
Abomination of desolation, yeah.
Yeah, it feels very religious.
It's very epic, that.
Yeah, epic is the word I was looking
But not
for.
cheesy epic.
No,
That's epic.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. That would blow your face off at a gig.
Phoenix has just joined us. How's it going?
Hi, Phoenix.
Surgeon Munter says, powerful synth work, epic shit, 808. Yeah, well, I gave it a 9, so, you know, we're in the right area on that
there's
one.
another one of my top tips, Serge.
What's that?
Get on his fucking SoundCloud.
He's got a track in...
mind-blowing shit.
He's got a track in the thread tonight, but it is very late in the thread. Month of Horror by Arjang. So we had Lords of Sound earlier, and this is one half of Lords of Sound.
How's
here.
it going, Arjang?
It's only 2 minutes long. Yeah, I believe he is. Apparently the Bible, the title is a Bible reference.
Yeah. Figured as much. Not that I know the Bible that much, but...
I've been dropping into so many YouTube rabbit holes at the moment, and the Bible's come up so often.
As it does under Quran.
Apparently there was a code that somebody found in the Bible. Yeah, and it predicted loads of shit, and then somebody was like, yeah, you could do the same with Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah.
I can fit the same names out.
If you start looking for connections in
You'll find them.
that everything is only 3 steps removed from any other thing.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's a way to know.
I just think people have a problem with genuine chaos.
Yes, they do. Because we don't like it. We're humans. We're like,
There's a path to chaos. You've just got to be patient.
yeah, that old adage, if there are enough monkeys in a room, something will turn out as Shakespeare or something.
No, not even that. Just we need, as a species, to learn to be patient.
Yeah, it's not my strong point. So.
Well, I mean, we're not exactly brought up into a system. We've been locked in this fucking game that we've got no way out of. It's gonna have an effect no matter how hard you try, you know. So I talk, good talk, but I still try to blow up people would.
Oh yeah, we all do. We just try not to.
You try not to. It's much hard when you're fucking buried in this, and it's fucking hard. You can hear it most of the music.
Yes, literally, this is what this is. Apparently, I was reading something the other day as well. That consciousness goes to a different dimension after death, which is a horrific thought. It is. It's horrible. It means this is forever. It means we have to go through this again.
No, it doesn't.
That does.
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
Okay, think of it as
Getting deep now to Arjang's track.
yeah, Arjang, what have we done to it? You're gonna start me on my life's philosophy. No, it'll take too long. I'm not gonna do it.
Jim backed out or
It's
something.
a matter of perspective. I'll simplify it as much as possible.
Go.
Matter of perspective. Okay, so for an amp, you know, its world is quite small, isn't it? You know, and it's also stuck on like just one plane. Yeah. So it's only in a 2D world, basically. Yeah. It can't go up and down really. As far as it's concerned, it's just got flat surfaces to work with. Mm-hmm. Not like us, you know, because we can genuinely go up, down, left, right, any fucking direction we want to. We live in a 3D world. Well, you know, if we could live in a 4D world, maybe we'd be able to step back far enough again, like stepping back from the ant size to the human size. If we could step back into another dimension, we would see that, well, we haven't got such a thing as quantum entanglement, because it doesn't matter if they're light years apart, because actually what we think of as a universe and all of this and all of us as being separate things is just one thing.
Yeah.
Right? It is just one thing. If we could step back and look at it, it would just be one thing and it would all make perfect sense. Unfortunately, we're 3D creatures. We are stuck like this. You know, we're 3D. We're stuck on our track through time.
Yeah, we're linear.
This is the way that we experience it. This is the fucking reward. Enjoy it.
This is the reward?
This is the fucking reward.
Jim, Jesus, can I have a refund, please?
Sorry, mate, but...
This is the reward?
This is why religion doesn't do it for me. It's because if everyone treated this as if it was the fucking reward, how much nicer would this fucking world be?
This world could be beautiful.
Yeah, but we're not brought up like that.
No.
We're not brought up like that. We're brought up to want things. Things all fucking matter. That you should be given.
Look at the things in
this
my
should
room.
just be a given. There's no reason why everyone in the world couldn't have one of these, and we could also fucking cut the environmental damage of producing so many of them that they end up in landfill to the point where they don't fucking matter. You know, there's enough resources for 14 billion people on this planet. There's enough space for everyone to have fucking an acre of land each, even if we had a fucking 18 billion people. That's every person could have a fucking acre of land each, and that's just the habitable, easy stuff to live on. Never mind the mountains and shit that people already live on.
Which we could probably live on anyway if we wanted to.
Sorry.
So,
right.
tonight's rant was brought to you by Jimmy Scavenger, not by me.
That was an Angry Dad rant.
That really was.
Yeah, you
After
can
our
actually
show's
look
track.
for my Angry Dad techno page. There's only one thing on it at the minute, but believe me, I'm going to get all my rants and add them to it. So if you like that side of me, I'll be able to separate it off a bit.
Okay, so bringing it back to the track, it was a bit depressing, but I guess that was the kind of vibe for it, and it look where it took
Halloween
us.
track as well, and it did actually and the imagery you chose and stuff, just Yeah,
the track was not for me. Again, I don't know when I'd listen to it. It's I like my upbeat kind of stuff. So I might not stick a number on this one because it may be unfair to do that. Let's just.
I'll say I really like that.
See, again,
that'll get added to a playlist.
See, not a bad thing at all. I just like my music a little bit more upbeat.
Easy as that for you?
Fairly.
It should just play. It's in the scavenger folder. There's 2 on there. Actually, I quite like the sound of this. Yeah, you might have noticed I've got a bit of a thing again about real drums. That's loud. So when I hear something that's got a hint of tom to it.
I've never used a tom in my life.
Oh, God. Best kick drums ever.
See, I have actually backed them, but not used them as like a tom, but you're right.
Yeah. They
just back to kick with it. Okay, so this is Psy Murphy, who writes some absolutely beautiful stuff. I didn't think he wrote techno. This sounds techno to me.
Yeah, I would definitely call this techno at the minute.
It's usually kind of lighter, trancier stuff, but this is lovely.
Oh, so glad I bought my chair.
Which particular track, if any track in general, or?
If play My Keep It on top first, and then play Jack's a bit later on.
Sorry, this is really nice, mate.
Yeah, I'm liking this.
Phoenix says, sounds more like energy. I don't know. This has definitely got a techno feel to me. I'd call this techno as well.
Techno is a very, very, very wide-ranging genre.
Yeah, this is true.
It's like dubstep or reggae, or it's been around so long. It's like punk. It keeps evolving every time someone puts their finger on it. It changes.
Yeah, that's true.
It will never be fully commercialised. There will always be underground techno.
Professor Dick to be, we haven't seen your ass for weeks.
Oi, how are you doing?
Oh, love it. Yes. Go on, Psy. Let's just drop a like here. I mean, I don't particularly like using Facebook for playing stuff because they don't want us there.
Busy.
Well, they don't want us there. They don't want streams there anymore. They don't want music over there, you know. So why give them your content? Facebook's a cunt anyway, you know.
I've started just putting stuff in the comments. I'll put a picture up and say there's a link in the comments if you want to click it. Click it. Yeah.
The changes are lovely in this one.
But again, I was saying about that track before, if you'd have took everything back just for one bar and gone back into the change, it wouldn't have just been one thing butted up against another.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I totally get what Jim's saying.
And they only have to be little accents.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a missing kick and hi-hat. Just that, or
boom.
Literally, just half a bar of
Todd's in as well. K in Watford is just turned up as well. This is lovely, mate.
See that whole thing there was like a bit of a breakdown and then a bit of a build up, and then you came back in with something else, and that worked
Brilliant.
much better than
Just transitioning.
Yes.
Really well.
Is this a live recording?
I do not know. I haven't.
Because if it is, then I've probably just made a cock of myself. Because it's so much harder to do if you're not sequencing shit.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
I'm crap at performing live.
I think Psy writes in the box, so I think this one would be in the box.
It's fucking lovely.
Yeah, it really is. I'm giving it a 9. In fact, I'm going to give it a 9.5.
Best bit of techno we've had tonight for sure.
Exactly. Really like the way the track evolved, the switch ups. Like Jim said, if you could get the switch ups a little bit more intelligent, I guess is the word, rather than butted up, like you said. Beautiful.
It's details. It's just attention to small details. They really do matter.
Yeah.
And also just putting the occasional little bits in that don't happen again every now and then. You know, like something that only happens once in a track. It's hardly noticeable. Sometimes it's all it takes to just raise that track to another level.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fucking beautiful percussive work on this.
Like I say, Psy usually writes some beautiful stuff, so I was a bit surprised to get techno off of him. But that is lovely, like absolutely lovely.
Proper bit of techno. That really like that, Psy.
Really like that. So I don't think you're watching, which is a real shame. I know you do tune in.
Well, you can watch later.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Just drifting off to sleep to your own music. Fucking hell.
Mate, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, nice one, mate.
Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so unfortunately, we've got an 84 BPM fucking Matt Dobbs nonsense.
Play mine first then.
Oh yeah, good point. Sorry, Jim, I forgot about that.
Self-promotion is the 2023 is going to be awful. You're going to get so sick of me.
I don't think that's going to be the case. But I do agree that we all need to up our promotion game for next year. Is that delay on the kick doing that?
No, it's 2 kicks.
Oh, is it?
Just 2 kicks.
Oh, right, okay.
They're both synths, but...
are they?
Yeah, everything on this is synths.
Run it in, son.
I've reproduced the 909 ride and hi-hat for this. Close down the open hi-hats. Really pleased with myself. And accidentally recorded my next door neighbour's dog when I was doing the live stream of the video and recorded it in the finished tune.
Oh, really?
Recorded the whole section. Had to record it in the tune. Had to be done. This is me.
Yeah, this is
coming out soon on Alliance Digital on 909 London, which is NG303's label.
Jim, high five, man. That's fucking good going.
I've already got the remix back from Jack Magic,
which I will be playing later. As you can see, it's just there in the thingy.
Benji303 is on another remix as we speak, I believe. It's a project he's on at the moment. And Nihilist, Gary Kington is going to be doing the third remix, so it'll be the original and 3 remixes.
Nice.
Which is the sort of standard format for Alliance Digital.
Just in case you didn't know, that is 909 London, that's the website there. If you're into acid techno or techno, this is the fucking site for you. So for Jim to be having releases on there is fucking amazing.
I've got a few.
Have you on there? Oh really? Me and Warren have got something on there with the acid test. So yeah, if you like acid techno, get your asses over here.
If someone pays me to play down there, I'll play down in Exmouth, yes. But they'll need to pay me because I'm old and fucked and there are certain things that I need these days.
Yeah, like a bed, food, water.
This is not quite
would you like me to play a couple of tracks and then the remix? So leaving it up to you. This is being released on 909. Yeah, I can see why. What are you using for the acid? Jim's a massive Reason fan, and yeah, can create just about anything you want within Reason. It's very acid techno, Jim. Very, very acid techno. It's got to be done from time to time, you know? You can't not pay it that fucking homage that it deserves, you know? Sometimes you just want to fucking get your point across. Don't want to be fucking clever about it. I just want to fucking get my point across. Yeah. And with this one, I think I had something to say, you know, so...
I Am Maniac says, all this in Reason?
Everything I do is in Reason. I do all the mastering in Reason. I do all my mix work in Reason. I do everything in Reason. I use very, very little outside of rack extensions. And I use very few rack extensions that propeller heads or Reason software have built. Probably 3 or 4 bits of kit.
Well, I'll agree with Serge. 9.6 nasty bassline and quirky synth. Track of the night for me. Definitely techno track of the night.
Are you ready? This happened by accident.
Keep your head up.
The next bit
Bring
coming
it in,
in.
son. Have a word with yourself. Keep it on top.
That's so acid techno.
Bring it in, son. Have a word with yourself.
This is the recording from my phone.
Are you kidding?
No, of me doing the live stream. Listen, it's my next neighbour's dog.
Keep it on top.
That's so smitten, stay up forever, you know. That's really good, Jim. Really, really good, mate.
Kind of wrote it with Benji in mind. I haven't done anything for him for ages. I bumped into him at UK Tech and a couple of other things, like long time mate now, and he's just one of the loveliest blokes. And I was, fuck, I haven't done anything for ages. So, yeah, get on it. So literally.
Okay, so the census is we should play the remix next, so let's do that.
Okay, get ready for a bit of fucking Jack Magic madness.
I've not heard many tracks from Jack.
Straight in there with that. This is a very geezery one. But it's not surprising, he's very influenced by geezers. I learned a lot from him and spent quite a bit of time with him.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. He's a nice bloke, Jack. Met him a few times.
Oh, he's fucking great. Nearly got me kicked out of Black Swan. I'd only known him a couple of years. Walked in and he was sat on the door and they went, oh no, you've just... as soon as security walked in, he went, oh no, they've gone and fucking let him in. He's a right troublemaker, and they nearly kicked me out on the spot. He had to stop them from kicking me out.
Well, I mean, he's right.
Yeah, true. I have actually been kicked out of the Swan 3 times in the same night once.
The last time I went to the Swan, the upstairs smelled like feces.
Oh, it was just, that upstairs didn't have a carpet, you know.
It shouldn't have a carpet. Boxers joined us, how's it going? Psy Murphy likes your kick drum.
Thank you very much, Psy. That was also Thor, both the kick drums Thor. And all of the hi-hats and the clap and snare were Complex One, the modular synth that
Yeah,
built
I've
into.
not even looked at that.
Oh, it's beautiful! It sounds fucking gorgeous.
Armando's got a fucking Eurorack case. He's like, what should I put in it? And I'm like, money.
yeah.
Money, you know?
There's actually a lot of the, you can get some really good little modules and units for very little money if you're willing to put them together yourself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You get instructions with
Yeah,
them, it's
yeah.
not fucking rocket surgery. Malifaux are the new thing. You can do them all day until the Calvary's over.
Professor Dick DeVee said, Mark is right, yeah. Money.
It is, it's just money.
And like, literally, like Jim says, you can get cheap ones, and Ollie Berry built an entire fucking rig himself.
I use 550 quid of software, a 250 quid laptop, and a sound card that you can now pick up for 90 quid. My monitors were 170 quid each.
That's not a very great big out. In fact, that's less than some fucking Pioneer setups these days for mixing.
That's all of it. Oh, sorry, and a track to S2 Mark 1 or 2, which you can pick up for 150 quid these days.
Yeah.
That's for playing out. I produce on Focusrite, the same amount of space up because I'm space limited. So that'll be when that finally gives up the ghost, which, I mean, it's 8 years old or something. When that dies, I'll have to get a Moto Ultralight too, but they're not that much, they're only about 200 or 300 quid.
Outrageous, some of the fucking prices. Dynamics says Sapphire 6, Jim.
I don't like the Sapphire range. The build quality is not as good. The preamps aren't as good, and they've done something to the stereo. That's the only way I can describe it. It's not the sound. There's a sort of size, if that makes sense, to the old Focusrite gear that's missing. The first 2 generations of sound cards they did were brilliant, but I don't like the Sapphire range. I just don't like the sound of them. I prefer the sound of the Moto Ultralights. They've got a very, I can't tell the difference between an ultralight and my sound card. There was another one as well, but they're fucking loads of money, and have a built-in DSP.
This is the I want to say lighter side, but that's not quite right. The bouncier side.
Yeah, the bouncier side. Yeah.
This is just a little bit more bouncy.
I'm hoping Gary comes with something really hard, and then I want Benji to come in with something typically fucking Benji wrongness. Then that's the idea, isn't it? Having remixes, they're meant to be different, but still contain the same elements. I mean, that's the same actual acid line, just transposed. Still got the original bit installer in there.
Size loving this, says great stuff.
It's Jack Magic, it's always going to be great.
Bad Badger is trying to sell his Novation drum station to Professor Dick to beat. And Bad Badger, the problem with sending anything abroad these days is you're going to get fucked right over for tax. Import tax.
Don't get me wrong on the money thing. If I had a lot of money, I would spend a lot of money on rack extensions for Reason. There are loads of them that just look like such good fun. I could go down such a rabbit hole, but then the amount of stuff I bought, the Reason Suite version, 500 quid, it's like, I haven't even used 3 of the synths in there yet. I'm just getting my head around grain.
Granular.
Yeah. But it's Reason's take on granular, so it's just odd. They never quite give you what you want or what you ask for. They give you things
something close.
But yeah, I don't know. I want to go and visit Stockholm in Sweden just so I can go to their office and tell them I love them for not just doing what people want, because they forced me to think outside the box for so long.
Great remix from Jack there. I think the general consensus is Jack's is a little bit more bouncy, yours is a little bit more harder.
I wouldn't have played them together, I would have separated them by a couple of tracks. So
people wanted the comparison. Yeah. People wanted the comparison.
Yeah.
Like gave Jim a 9.6, let's give Jack a 9.5. I think Jim's just has the edge on it because it's just a little darker and harder.
Thank you very much.
However, I would buy both tracks. I would literally and speed them both up to 170. What BPM are they?
155.
Oh really?
Mine's 150. Sorry.
Okay.
Or 155. I can't
Jack
remember
sounded
which.
like it was close to that at least.
Yeah. I don't think he changed the tempo.
Okay, so from like 150, 155 down to 84. This is going to be horrific. Matt Dobbs takes us through a walk through depression again, I would have imagined, at 84 BPM.
Let's hope so.
I might play AIDS.
I've loved some of his output just recently.
He's too good. He's too good. He's too good. I take the piss because I'm jealous as fuck.
He's a bit slick, isn't he?
It's a cunt. His voice is lovely. His production work is just crisp as fuck.
He always picks good video that suits the music.
Yeah.
Never gets taken off air for it, which really pisses me off. Every time I try and do anything like that with video, I get taken off air immediately.
Yeah. No, it won't be double timed Phoenix. Is that Phoenix? F-O-E-N.
No, but the funny thing is about music that's like this, when you play it on a big rig, like dub. It's slow, but it's not, because you've got hard to explain. Loveless, yes. Glad someone said that. I was thinking it's a bit of a cross between Loveless and Jesus and Mary Chain.
This?
Yeah. Because that is very Jesus and Mary Chain percussion. Very lovely.
It sounds almost Manson, Manic Manson. Slower, grindy.
Unfortunately, YouTube has digitised it quite a bit. And I am hearing some digital soup, which is annoying me. Sorry, Matt.
Sort your soup out, man.
Always make sure when you upload a high quality video that you're at least 320k bps MP3, preferably WAV or AIF.
Try to get first.
Yeah, it's worth downgrading the quality of your video to maintain the quality of your audio, because YouTube's primarily a video
platform.
You've got to understand the way there. Generally, if you do your 320k bps MP3 for your audio for your video, they leave it alone, which is good enough. I challenge anyone to 128k bps on a good encoder. You're not going to notice the difference online between that and a WAV. Listening over a streaming service, Tidal and that, they make me laugh. Like they're going about 24-bit WAV, and like you can only just hear the difference between theirs and YouTube. Why would I pay £30 a month for that?
I'm pretty sure YouTube wants to pay soon.
Really like this map.
It's dark and
again, it's another one of them. There's been a lot of stuff I would like to see, like being played by bands live. Do you know what I mean? Fucking awesome. Got tickets to go and see Peng Shui. Woo! Where I went? Bristol. Can't remember when.
Gonna go see Petrol Bastard on the 7th of December. Can't remember where they are. Supporting the cunts. That's this week, next week sometime. Oh, actually, that might be Tuesday.
Yeah, top-notch stuff, Matt.
Yep. Dark. I would like to have seen a darker video with it.
Yeah, but it kind of is.
Oh no, it works. Yeah, giving off like a new romantic.
Kind of about that shallowness, isn't it? You know, isn't that vacuousness depressing? That's all there is to them. Not a word said, nothing. Just constant posing. You know, it's depressing, man. It's everything that's wrong with the world. That's why I'm anti-image. No, I like it. I think it goes really well. Not sure if that's what the song's about, Matt, but that's kind of the message I get when it goes with that video. Is that you're about as enamoured of this whole fucking shit show as I am.
It's nice.
I love depressive music.
Well, it's nice to hear some darker stuff coming from Matt, because like his usual stuff is kind of anthemic and epic and stuff. That was like New Romantic crossed with Rammstein, you know.
That was lovely. That was. I really enjoyed that.
I genuinely
it's
think
not my
Matt
kind
can
of
get
thing,
harder
but I
and
really
darker,
enjoyed
though.
that.
Like that's this is just a taste of the dark, Matt. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more dark in you, like a bit more aggression as well. Don't forget you can catch Matt Dobbs on my YouTube channel. He was live for the Clown Jewels thing we did. Kiss My
I haven't caught
Jubilee.
Up that far yet. Honestly, it's taken me ages.
So yeah, Matt, I'm gonna give you licking a 9 on that one. It's really nice to hear the darker vibes from you, like very, very much.
That's one of the best things I've heard from you for ages. Really like that one.
Cedric says, yeah, my favourite track so far. That was awesome. Oh, and Electronic Science has just turned up. Dean Doyers, don't forget on the 12th or 15th of November, Dean is doing something. I'll just go and find some information on that.
His fucking clown set, drum and bass.
Oh yeah, it was just...
Yeah, that was sick as fuck.
Let's not
You made an old man dance in his caravan and fall over and hurt himself.
Let me just go and find that piece of information.
If you were wondering why my typing went to shit halfway through your set. Oh, nice video.
Who is this? Blip Fortan.
Blip Fart Man. Blip Fart Man.
I'm not subscribed. Okay, this is a newcomer to the URL by the look of it. It is the 12th of November. There is Dean's event. And you can catch that on 12th November. I'm playing. I can't remember who else Jen's playing. I think Tony Duncan's playing. Yeah. I don't know if it's a YouTube or Facebook stream. I will endeavour to find that out closer to the time.
Nice, this is.
Again, fitting for the kind of low tempo style for the show that we've had most of the night. Apparently it's a YouTube stream, so that will go live from Dean's. I'll just find that now.
So while we're on the subject of gigs coming up,
go on then.
I have this little beauty coming up for you all. If he'll show you the screen.
No, the screen's already up. Go on.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I saw that a while ago. I'm jealous as fuck, mate. I am jealous as fuck. Acid Ted, who else is there? You, fucking Nuts and Bolts.
Acid Ted, Tom
great
Hawk.
gig, mate. Great gig.
So that's going to be at 23 Bath Street in Frome.
Oh,
Now I've got to look at it again, haven't I? On the 26th of November.
Okay, so end of this month?
Yeah.
So that's where
next month.
things going from?
This month, yeah. It's the first, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shit, man. So, but I would get tickets for that one. It will sell out, and it'll probably, if it hasn't already, I'm not even sure.
Yeah. Is Blip in the building?
This is wicked. Got real old plaid vibes.
Yes, he is. It's been a couple of years since I posted. Okay. Jim's loving this. Would you say plaid?
Yeah, it's got old plaid vibes to it. Like the Trainer type stuff from the first couple of albums. Before they did an album before they were plaid.
Okay.
And then they did a load of other stuff, and then they put it all together as a sort of double album called Trainer. This is very sort of reminiscent of that.
It's got very much its own style.
It's lovely.
It's really nice. Video's good as well over it, like 3 or 4 different screens, hecticness going on. That's a bit loud. Like, that's my only complaint so far.
No, it's not.
You happy?
well, the thing is, like, when you're making music, it's like if you listen to a lot of my music, and a lot of the time the beat isn't the loudest thing in the track. No. You know?
Yeah.
And again, listen, there was another layer of beat on top, and now that melody sounds
where it should be.
You've got to leave room for everything to
breathe.
This is why I hate stuff that's overly crushed, because you kind of lose that difference between you don't hear the layers building up properly. It's really nice.
Again, I listen to this in kitchens. It kind of reminds me of the Future Sound of London. They're more
it'll probably is this on YouTube? Yeah, it'll probably get added to my playlist. It's got a lot of like things like plaid, quartet, and all the more sort of nicer stuff than more gentle stuff they do.
Yeah, I think this deserves somewhere near an 8.5. I think.
Yeah, nice work.
Yeah, really nice work. Well, Blip, it's nice to have you back, my man. Thank you very much for your contribution to tonight's show.
Be doing quality stuff like that. Keep it coming.
Yeah, Inky the Cat says Monostation still underestimated as a drum machine. I've looked at the Monostation a few times, Inky.
Sounds lovely.
Oh yeah, it's lovely. I believe, is that the circuits down there? There's definitely a Monostation up there somewhere, I'm sure of it. I'm sure I saw one. Or is it that? I don't know. Progressions have been really quite subtle. Blip says, thank you for checking it out and the feedback, not a problem. Basically, what we're saying is we like what you do, can you please give us some more?
Yes. A life that failed to shift. May it long not shift.
So yeah, Blip, welcome back, mate. It's a great track to come back with as well. Like I say, I'd listen to that in kitchens. It's just enough to keep you interested, and you know, as you're doing mundane stuff, I like it.
Bring back the chill out room.
Yeah, bring back the chill out room. Okay, so another Facebook thingy, unfortunately. This is grid mode.
What's this?
That's an Octatrack. This is grid mode, and I had a romantic weekend with the Octatrack, hands down the best performance unit and unique sampler there is.
Ah, yeah, I see, yeah. Yeah, like it.
Never
that looks like something. That looks like something I'd get on quite well with.
Oh yeah. You got to program the asshole out of it.
Yeah, but I like shit like that.
Yep.
So, come on, I wrote whole songs on fucking Rebirth.
Yeah.
Literally. I'll bring some in for you next time I come on the show. I'll bring some tunes that I wrote in Rebirth.
Yeah, do it.
I mastered them in Cubase afterwards using my Waves stuff, but it's back in the day, you know.
Yeah.
Talking 90s.
Yeah, Cubase was one of the first DAWs that I got to grips with and kind of liked.
Yeah, I had Logic before I had Cubase, but I don't like this. The difference between the early sound engines was much bigger than it is now.
Yeah.
Like if you don't overdrive any levels, and you do a mix down and you put the same stems and you do them at the same level in pretty much any DAW and you play them in the comparative levels, I've challenged 99% of people to be able to tell a difference.
Yeah.
They all sound very, very good now, all of them.
Yeah.
There isn't enough of a difference to be able to tell unless you use completely stock kit without making any adjustments to it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people use a lot of stock Ableton shit and they just use the presets and it just has an Ableton sound. The same with Reason, people use stock kits.
Yeah.
They don't do anything with it, they just leave it straight and it just sounds like Reason.
Yeah, I get that.
But actually, if you're just listening to recordings on them, they all sound pretty as good. Whereas they didn't used to. Logic had a sort of glassy, hollow sound.
Oh, really?
Reason was much. Reason just sounded pretty hideous on its own. I just used to run it through Rewire through Cubase because Cubase sounded warmer.
Yeah.
And
I like Cubase.
Ableton sounds plasticky.
Okay.
It still does. Same as Reason sounds a bit foggy if you don't clean it up. Yeah, because it's generating analog warmth as it goes along, because each bit of kit has got that programmed in. It's fucking wicked.
It's not a bad track, Jack. It's nice that you did it on the one box. I got a lot of respect for people who do things on the one box, and I know that this is a lot of massive.
Tapping along to this.
It's okay. It's a bit old schooly for me.
Yeah, but I'm liking a bit of old school at the minute. I am a bit bangs, you know. A lot of it was really foggy sounding, weren't it?
Or loving Jim's description of doors.
Yeah. I mean, these days it really does come down to personal taste of what you're doing. Different doors are really good at different things. I mean,
Gon says Cubase, a Notar on the Atari ST. Yeah, that might be a little bit going back before.
No, that's how I started out.
Really?
Yeah, in my mate's back garden on his dad's studio.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it, Jack. Not bad.
Well, actually, we had Cubasis.
It's like, let me just
we
go
got
and grab the number for it,
yes,
you know
grab your number from you know what I'm saying. What the fuck even is that?
Okay, so yeah, Jack, not a bad track. A little bit old schooly for me. Nothing wrong with that at all. Actionless, do you want me to? Hold on a minute. Let me just refresh the thread again. I'm gonna give you licking an 8 on it. It was okay. It felt a little bit old school and basicy to me, but I should give you the 8 for it being on a one box. Let me just see where we are.
Italy's banned raves.
Really?
Fuck.
That sounds horrific.
Well, raves have been banned here since fuck knows when.
Yeah, like the 80s.
Yeah.
The 80s, 90s.
yeah, I got beaten up too many times about that to carry on fucking protesting about anything. That's when I became a keyboard warrior. That's my retirement. Do Androids dream of?
Maximus Walks puts in quirky stuff. And he wanted feedback from you on that one.
Feedback is I'm really liking it so far. Okay, I'll have a little walk. Yeah, that's about right. Nicely done. I like that.
However, you would like to see the mix down?
I'd like to see the stems for it before it was mastered. Okay. Just of that actual mix down, just to see how you mixed it, because it's a really interesting. There's a lot of dynamics in there. It's like there's really nice quiet bits and then really loud bits as well. Yep. But it's been left room for. It's really nicely done, actually. See, I wouldn't really change anything about it.
I did think you were going to like Actualist Love this stuff. His stuff could be, that was like very together for him. Some of it could be really off the wall, just like tempo changes, all kinds of stuff.
I really quite like that. Yeah.
So, what do you think of the mastering as it is now? I think that was where he was going with it.
I think it sounds quite cool, actually.
Yeah. You reckon
the way it's been done sort of suits it. It's really difficult to tell listening like this. This isn't my normal listening environment. If you were to send me the pre-mix down and the master, so I could have a look at what's been done and then sort of do what I do, I'd have some more idea about it. But it's really difficult to tell when I'm just sort of in a listening environment like this.
Yeah, actually, it's literally just send some stuff to Jim. How much you charge for for mix and master these days?
It's £20 a track. Each track you get a free round of feedback. So if I send if you send me a track and I'm like, oh, if you could just fucking not cut the top off so high, or if you could just not you know, cut a bit off the bottom or whatever, or turn this up or that down. I'll even tell you how much by.
Yeah.
If you send it to together, and then I send you the master back, and you get a chance to say if there's anything about the master you don't like, because some people have a preference to how sharp or how, you know, if it's been dulled off a bit, they want it to be a bit dulled off a bit because they want it to sound like it's a bit underwater, and I've just assumed that it's because of their kit.
Yeah.
So there's always that bit of feedback. I just want you to be happy with it, but it's 20 quid for that. Yeah, per track. Mix down work, I charge £20 per hour, and I log the work that I do. And you sort of have to let me know with mix down work how much artistic freedom you're giving me, because otherwise I'm just going to play true to your track and try not to change things as much as possible.
Okay, well this is again Actionless Loveless, but it is Lab Rap Warfare Remix. So on a technicalities, get into it.
No, this is twice we've had a track and then a remix afterwards.
I don't think it was the remix of the track he played.
No, but still.
Let me just go and check.
I'm right.
No, it's not that one.
Right, I am going to have to go relieve myself. I thought you all needed to know that.
Jim, that's fine. Okay, so Actionless says this one sounds much clearer, Actionless. Absolutely prefer the mix on this. It's clearer. There's more presence to it. Yeah, much better job of. But then the track is kind of fairly standard in it. Like the other track was kind of dirty, whereas this one it's kind of formulaic, if you know what I mean. Great track. Great fucking track. Apparently this is Actionless's mastering as well. Yep.
Like I say, it's really difficult to tell unless I'm actually in my own sort of studio or one that I've got a bit of experience of. Yeah. It's like, don't forget, we've got like a speaker in a corner sitting that way, and a speaker in the other corner sitting
flat on the fucking wall. Yeah, like this, gonna give this licking a 9. It's got a lot of presence to it.
Yeah, liking this. The quality of music's nice, been fucking stunning.
It's a little slow. But that's personal preference.
Slow, but it's like, it's the quality I'm sort of talking about. I was expecting like lots of, because there was a big thing for like cutting the tops off stuff, and I fucking hate that, you know.
Lightness wars.
I don't even like it when it's been cut off to 15k, and it is literally, there isn't anything above 15k, and I'm like, why did you do that? It's like, you know,
some YouTuber told you to, innit? I love that. Yeah. Whole thing's really nice. That. Yeah.
Proper bit of fucking dirty bass. Sort of stuff that appeals to metalers, that is.
Yes. Good, yeah, good crossover.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, really, really good. Absolutely, really, really good. Licking a 9. I'm sure I gave it licking a 9. Should probably give it a 9. Where are you?
I'm going to be really annoying and crunch some really crunchy things right close to my microphone all the way through the next track. Just kidding.
And 8 minutes. Right, let's have a minute cut off the front. There we go. 8 fucking minutes. We ain't got time for 8 minutes.
But that's Psytrance for you.
Phoenix says my tunes are 140 too slow. 140 can be good, but my butter zone is 170, 160, 170. I've actually been writing new tracks in 140. Jesus Christ.
If you haven't noticed, of all my really slow tracks tend to be written with really deep sounds. Because I know for a fact if I write 130, 135 BPM, most people are just going to be speeding it and fuck up playing it at 145.
Yeah.
So if I don't fucking make it really subby,
It's heavy, yeah, you're going to lose it all.
it's all going to be gone.
Yeah. And that's my problem as well. So just pitching stuff up from 130 to 160, 170, you lose all of everything. So whenever when I've got the bass turned right up, it's because I need that bass in there. Yeah, nice Psy. But it is Psy. I have put steps into action to get a Clown Fest for maybe June or July next year. An actual festival. Jams are getting a little bit too long, you know. I do it indeed. Dean asked me to do a set for him, and it is 9 minutes long, and it's just one track. So yeah, I understand. Probably Bristol, fella. Come over, stay in Bristol. It'll probably be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And yeah, should be close to Bristol.
Are we on about proper open air festival?
Woodland. Yeah. I don't want to say too much in case it doesn't come off yet, but yeah, it's all looking good. Bob says big Noom feel to it. Yeah, I can feel that. I never really liked the Noom rap stuff, if I'm honest. Dean Daughters is loving it. Yeah, mix is clean as fuck for hardware, but then he is using Electron kit, and I think is that a Peak? No, I don't know what that is then. But yeah, 2 Electron boxes, TT, Tails buds. Good acid, like it. Shame it's wrapped in a Psytrance track. This is Drop 8, Dean. Jim said it's got a hard house feel to it.
It's the only reason it's getting a bounce from me.
Yeah.
It's that kick, that sound, and that bass, it's like right, it's like 10,000 times what it's saying is right now.
No, it is. Okay, so apparently it's a rhythm, an eighth, analog 4, and a digitact, is that, or something along those lines? So yeah, it's all Electron kit. Electron kit sounds amazing. It sounds amazing.
It really does, actually.
Yeah.
Sound quality of that is really
honestly, the Electron kit is just fucking amazing.
free, so that's
TT.
Or is that a clone?
No, it's TT from Cyclone. They're almost authentic, the TTs. I haven't got one yet, but I do intend to get one.
Stick Nez, I got a remix to do for that, man. Got him a release on
oh, really?
Filth Infatuated Digital.
Really? For Sticks? Oh, my God. Go on. Doing business.
He's got to write another original techno tune as good as that one. And I'm going to do a remix of the one that he's already sent.
Oh, mate, that is fucking banging news. That is... Sticks, well done, mate.
Fucking wicked tune it is. It's fucking banging.
Yeah. Okay, regarding this one here, I'm going to say licking an 8. If it wasn't Psytrance, it would be over an 8. The acid was great in there. The Electron boxes sound just amazing. But it was Psytrance.
I'm totally with Mark on that.
Thank you very much. Okay, Stickness, you're 3 tracks away, mate. Oh, inverted. Oh, it's a private track too. Get in. 5 minutes track. Brilliant. There we go. Leaf is up next. We've heard a handful of tracks from this guy, and we really like them. Eh? No. Do it. One bit more volume in the studio, please. I was hoping it was going to bang a little harder there. Yeah, Bad Badger, I agree with you 100%. Sometimes this show makes me feel inspired, sometimes it makes me feel creatively intimidated. Today I am somewhere in between. Inspired. I get that all the time, man, and then I step to my rig and I'm like, man, I'm not even producing anything that sounds anywhere near good enough to put in the URL. I want a bit more from it now. It's captured me, I just want a bit more from it now. It's got good groove.
Waiting for something to come in to sort of make it stand out.
That's exactly it. That is exactly it. Apparently your cough was really in time. The cough worked really well. Not added much more to it, but I like where it's going. Come on, a bit more.
No, not scratching. No, Alan.
No.
No. Sorry, mate, but...
Let's not get Oliver Gould involved in it. Phoenix says, almost got a tribe feel now. I can kind of tribal-ish. It had me here.
Talking of tribe, Nakor live at Techno Value the other week. Oh
I'm so fucked off I missed
God.
that.
Oh my fucking God. I didn't even know I liked tribe. Oh my fucking God. Seriously, Nakor live. Nakkore. If you get the chance to see this guy live, just do it. Honest to God, what he gets out of the red one, he's got 2 of them, and just like one of them, and like live, just one of the most psychedelic, banging, kicking, funky, clever, tricky things I've seen live for such a long time. He made that rig sing. Yeah, totally went for and got, you know, when people just fucking nail it. Yeah.
The ESX is a great tool, I just never got on with it.
Yes, Nakor, exactly how Alan's just spelt it. Go check him out. There's a few of his tracks that are wicked, but it doesn't do him justice listening to his tracks on SoundCloud compared to what it's like when you see him play a live set. It's just fucking amazing.
just wanted a little more out of it, just a little more. I mean, don't get me wrong, on a dance floor, I'd fucking love it. It's sat here, I just want a little more, like maybe a line, a synth line or something. Still gonna give it 808, I think, and I think that's being mean.
Add that extra line on it to sort of fill it out, because it's a little bit thin. It's something with a little bit of fucking proper mid-range in that middle section there. I reckon you'd have something quite big on your hands here.
It is almost
resilient recording. It's almost got the resilient recording sounds to it.
Okay, not sure I know them.
Getting quite big actually. Michael Bath and a lot of people.
Oh, okay.
Releasing on them, yeah. Yeah, aka GTO.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it licking a 9. I think it was really, really good. It just wanted that extra little beef.
I still liked it though. It's still a good track.
Yeah. On a dance floor, that would do really, really well.
Filler. It's better than filler still.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. What about him? That Michael Bath man who does that fucking slamming techno.
Okay, next up. A new wizard is needed by Roger Jennings. I'll go on B.
You know this man can do it on crowd.
Who else is choking? It isn't just me then. Ben, step away from the dabs. Michael Bath does not make techno. I'm getting him confused with someone else.
I'm sure there are more Michael Baths in the world.
There is another Michael Bath, and he has a picture of himself. Looks like he's got himself all communisted up. It's cool as fuck. There is but one, says Michael Bath.
Did I miss you, Lee? Did I miss you?
Probably is. I'm absolute shit with names, mate. Terrible.
I know where that was.
This is why I'm not a DJ.
Dancing EDM, not at all. It's just dancing EDM.
Yeah.
We're in Gabba range. We're in Gabba range. That's not dancing EDM. No fucking way. We're in Gabba range, but like hip hop, plonky, plinky, plonkies over the top of it. What great describing words I'm using this evening.
Grime or grabber. Grime and gabber.
Oh right, okay. Grabber.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, see Felix says hip habber.
Hip habber.
Not dancing EDM, no way. David Johnson says this is what EDM should sound like.
This is wicked. That it's just changed. I was about to say that's getting a bit repetitive. Just changed it a little bit. Oh, yes, just for the pain of it.
This guy's tracks are nuts.
Yeah,
You heard me?
like that.
You know what this man can do? I'm here to find out. You heard me?
You heard me.
Yeah, another quirky track from Roger. What? But that was definitely not a dancing EDM at all. I think you should have your own category for what it is. Yeah, it was some sort of core.
Just core.
It was just something. It was core. Yeah. Not my favourite track he's put in. I'm going to give him like a solid 8 on it. I liked what it did. I was just expecting more craziness. It flowed kind of well for Roger. That's a new thing.
Oh, you missed Brain Sniff.
Yeah. No, we haven't. There it is.
And you're going to be playing bass for these guys?
Yes.
This is going to be funny as fuck.
I know, right? Combat conditions, motherfucker. This is Leaf, who is Brainsniff. Todd says time to face traffic. Ouch, that sounds sucky, Todd. Have a good time in traffic. Oh, did you catch Leaf's set for Clownfest? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
So good, so good.
Yeah, it was a bit good, that.
And like really unexpected as well.
Yeah, really together.
Yeah, sounded like, brilliant.
And the range.
Yeah.
To go from that trancey techno into drum and bass and breaks and shit.
Yeah. So good,
yeah,
so
it's
good.
Really good.
Honestly.
I have been catching up slowly but surely. You would not believe the amount of music that gets sent to me. It just gets silly, like.
Yeah, I can't imagine, man. I can't imagine.
Sometimes people forget that I've actually got my own practice as well. It's like, and all this advice is like, it's not free. No, you want to keep going, you can start paying me.
Actionless says too much bass frequencies on EQ, not in the right place. Okay. I was literally, my question was, do you agree with that, Jim? Yeah. I was going to say it sounds very bass heavy. Yeah. I might actually record a track for next week so you can all pick it apart. I have a bit. Yes, indeed, Alan. Clownfest 3 was 2 years ago.
Right, I have a bit of an issue with tuned kicks for exactly this reason.
Oh, really?
Because if you actually have a kick that doesn't have enough movement in it, it's roughly in tune with the same as the bass noise you're using, it just amplifies it. The phase of your kick compared to your bass is much more important than whether it's actually in tune or not. The phase, yes.
Okay.
So it produces much more interesting textures. If there's a difference in phase between the frequency of the two, you'll get a nice clean cut between the two.
Okay. Don't detune your kicks? Or don't tune your kicks, rather?
Yeah, tune kicks are a bit of a known moment. They always have that bit of a tail. They always have... You don't get that click at the beginning without a pitch
at the end.
A pitch envelope with a fast attack on it first, and then one with a slower drop-off. So this idea of a tune kick is fucking silly, and all it adds is, it all ends up is all your bass is at that one frequency, and you just get a build-up of one frequency, usually all at 60 hertz or 40 hertz, which is really fucking annoying when it comes to mastering. Sorry, Lee. It's just a common observation. It happens an awful lot. This idea of tuned kicks needs to sort of do one as far as I'm concerned.
Sapro says do it. What am I doing? I don't know where the conversation has gone for that, but let me know. Sounds like we're in a different track now. This must be the UFA part.
There's always a UFO part when it comes to Leaf.
There really is. I am tempted to play an excerpt from the set that I've got for Dean, but I think that I'd rather you heard that there.
With kicks, sometimes it's better to actually have a good experiment with a whole bunch of different kicks on a tune.
Yes.
The length of the kick, the attack of the kick, the pitch of the kick all matter, yeah? But this idea of tuned kicks is a misnomer. It's a fucking like if you speak to all the top people, they'll all tell you the same fucking thing. You need to get out of this idea that you can tune kicks. You can't. Yeah, it becomes a bass line if you tune it. Yeah, either use a kick that you've tuned a part of as your bass line, or use something that has got a phase that is different to the bass line you're using. Yeah, which means not being in tune with it. Which is why a lot of drums are not actually tuned. It's because they rely on such pitch changes over such short amounts of time that you can only give them like if something sweeps in bass, your brain is automatically going to tune it to the parts where it passes past anything it's in tune with.
I am tuning my kicks at the moment, and I am finding that they are bringing a lot more bass to everything.
Yeah, but you got to watch because it all brings it at the same, because you're tuning your kick to the same pitch as your bass.
Yeah.
It would be much nicer if there was enough space to be able to tune them an octave apart, but there isn't. Not unless you only work at a couple of specific pitches, which is just shit.
Agreed. I used to tune my kicks in the past, but now I leave them alone.
Yes.
Okay.
And a lot of people are finding this now. You know, a lot of people are beginning to take up this idea. If you're going to use a kick as a bass line, then yeah, you tune that part of the kick. But you can't tune something that's changing pitch really quickly, because to produce that punch that you feel as a doof,
yeah.
The reason that a Psy kick sounds like a Psy kick is because that's a relatively slow attack. So you hear the zill.
Yeah. Okay, so Leaf, I think you could have probably ended this one about here. I don't think there was much need for this at the arse end. However,
DJs like it though.
Yeah,
gives them something to mix out to.
Yeah, it does. So I am going to give you 8.2 on that one. Lovely bouncy techno. Just had to kick some bots out. And this is Brain Sniff. So
I'd have gone for a shorter, much deeper puncher kick with a good slap on the beginning of it, with that bass noise going on. Just.
So these are the guys I'm playing bass for.
You got to play at that speed.
It gets worse. Oink is ridiculous. Oink, 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 oink. Fucking ridiculous. This is quite slow.
Yeah, I still couldn't play that speed.
And apparently we've got a gig in Scotland for Rebecca Radical. Leaf wants to record some stuff soon.
Been practicing.
Actually, yes. So yeah, that's Brain Sniff. That's Leaf's other
awesome.
brainchild. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, let's have some of that.
And we've done that. Our Sticks is up next.
Yes, let's have some Sticks.
At Cotswold Outdoor, the outdoors is everything.
Yeesh. Stickness. Let's hope this is techno. Yeah, it's sometime in March, I think, Alan. As soon as I mentioned I was playing for Brain Sniff, Rebecca was like, "Oh, so you're playing for me?" I'm like, am I? And Stonehenge Free Festival Equinox in March, so I'm looking forward to all of this. If I can keep up with the bass lines, honestly. I imagine you're running a very critical ear over this one.
definitely needs some top end percussion.
Yes, yes, yes.
Really nice hi-hats, rides.
Yes, yes. It's
something to separate it out from...
We might get some now. No. Took it back out. I think with the sequencing rejig, there's a really good track here. It sounded super trancey to start with, and then it just banging like acid.
Yeah. It's missing all the top end stuff that could make it really exciting, and just a bit of a rejig to...
Is that a cable? No, it's not. It's a synth line. Right.
There's a lot of layers in there.
Cowbell makes it work.
808 and 909 hats and rides.
Yeah.
And claps.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's been loud for a long time.
it's those extra layers. You gotta watch with those extra layers of sub, you know. Really, if your ears aren't doing it for you, then you've got to start trusting to your meters. And if you've got some sort of display that will show you your end output as a moving graphic display, use it.
Yeah, Sticks, I think you started off too trancey for what was a very good acid track in the middle and towards the end. I think a little rejiggle in the sequencing, you've got a really good track there.
Yeah, there's a really good techno track in there.
Yeah, percussion.
Yeah.
Needs loads more percussion. Loads more percussion in there. You gave us hints of it here as well, just before you came back in. Hold on. I'm sure it was here.
Yeah, it's it, yeah.
You give us some rides.
Filtering at that hi-hat.
Yeah. And then it goes.
Just in time with kick, and then you had a...
Yeah. So yeah, just a little rejiggle there, fella, and I reckon you've got a really, really nice techno track. Yeah, as it is, I'll give it an 8, solid 8.
Side a clap line.
Yeah.
Maybe even a breakbeat bandpass filtered quite high up, 5K or something, just to bring some...
Just to give some little bit more movement to the track.
And I'd bring it in at about a minute as well, because that whole... by the time we got to the bit where that sub really kicked in, I was thinking it really needs some fucking top end percussion.
Oh right, so you were thinking this early on as well.
Yeah,
oh my god, okay.
It gives you more elements to take out and bring, like when you're bringing in the next bit, if you know what I mean as well, you know.
Tucked in sounds. Here we go. Fucking heavy bass. The last track this guy put in was a drum and bass track, and we absolutely loved it.
This one's broken.
I'm not keen on that synth line.
No.
Yeah, see, David Johnson, something not on the tempo grid. Axonus, who is into his quirk, says, I don't know, it sort of makes it super trippy. Yes, Serge, I believe it was live synth playing as well. Yeah, see, Offworld says the same thing, Science hand played. I like this bit. Yeah, very top endy.
Yeah. Smiley.
Yeah. Which is what the beast looked like in Scotland. But Jim, what does the Spectrum look like? And he went, it looks like Smiley. You need some more mid-range in there. Jen said the same thing. David, I kind of agree with you. I'm going to go a little bit less than that. Good idea, 8. I'm going to give it a 707. It's
part of the problem for performers is having to go in through a disco mixer for a stereo input to go into the main mixer.
Yeah.
And it's like, so you're just going to add another thing into the signal chain when there's already all this and it's all running out of one stereo output. Just plug that straight into the mixer. Yeah. Fuck the disco mixer. No matter how good quality it is, it's just another bit of kit in the chain.
Yeah.
And if it's a Pioneer piece of kit, then it's going to sound the same as a Mackie piece of kit. Harsh, nasty, and it just adds noise floor. Leave it out. Plug performers with their own internal mixers straight into the desk.
Yeah, I agree with this one. Search the Matter says the sequenced parts are dope. Yeah, I agree. There are elements of it I really, really like. This is nice. The synth line, but all the synth lines sound very naive, like they haven't been processed a lot. It's just the raw, and literally, right, what I'm discovering at the moment is that the synths are okay, they make good noises to start with, but stick some sort of filter or something that's really fucking nice over it. Yeah, I want a black hole and I want a blue sky.
Black holes are beautiful.
I know, right?
Yeah,
like we've all got good synths, but let's put some really good effects processors on the end of them. They can sound fucking amazing.
Use your sends as well.
Yeah, sends and returns.
Yeah, even if you've only got two, have a short, nice slappy reverb and a nice big long reverb. And you can just capture bits, or you can make something just sound slappy for a minute or two. Just a little bit of movement like that, and also reverb is something that helps you to place something. So think of sound, right? It's easy enough to pan something left or right, you know. Don't go too extreme, you know what I mean? It just gets silly, you know what I mean? But think about in terms of distance, how like up and down's easy as well, because it's just the bassier you go, the lower you go, the more trebly and crispy it gets, the higher you go. Yeah. Literally, that's the way you hear sound. But distance, it isn't just level. Level will bring things backwards and forwards in the mix, but it's also the amount and the depth and the initial responses of the reverb that you use. So yeah, if you use a nice dark reverb that filters down nicely with a lot of top cut on it and a nice long tail on it, but you start off with a short tail and only a little bit of it, and then as you turn the sound down, you turn the dial up so you bring more reverb in and you lengthen that tail and it gets darker and darker. You sound like you're in a big room, big fuck off room without many reflections. If you leave that top cut off, you sound like you're in a big fucking room that's really bright, like a church hall or something. You know?
Yeah, I'm much more into processing synths after them now. That's where I am for next year. Okay, so Graham, nice track idea. Like David said, and he gave you an 8, and I Am Maniac gave you a 7.5 glitch mashup. Nice.
Personal taste.
Yeah, personal taste. I think there are elements within the track that are really good. I think if you spend a little bit more time resequencing it a little bit, it sounded like a dance track to begin with, and then went into a drum and bass track. What was I going to say on it?
Just try and do something those bass lines so they don't sound quite so
naive. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. Literally, it just sounds like you know, and there's no.
Yes, Benjamin, I have been in an anechoic chamber, and I can't remember if it was Cambridge University, and I had a panic attack within about 45 seconds of entering it.
No way.
Yes.
Yeah, Tony, you are 2 away. Oh, god damn it.
I was 9.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that makes... What?
I nearly pissed myself. It was horrible.
Oh, okay, I guess this is what Mao did the other day, and this is the result of it. I just need to go and get a remote.
Yeah, I don't react well to them, Benjamin. I don't react well to deadened rooms either. I can't mix. I can't. I fucking hate being in deadened rooms. It's horrible. I feel like I'm not in a real place. I can't place where I am anymore. Makes me feel panicky.
Caught my kneecap in the chair. Okay, so I know Mao is another
Reason user
and TT user. His acid noises come from a TT, I believe. How many we got left?
Love mouse stuff.
That's just awesome. Okay, we've got 12 tracks left, which is about an hour, so that's going to be 11 o'clock. So, Jim, you are free to...
Yeah, recording booths, especially vocal booths. Horrible.
Benjamin says I've also slept in coffins for fun, for a hot minute.
Oh, mate, no. In close spaces and heights, no. I'm not even fucking keen on stairs anymore.
Yeah, the Blue Mountain in Bristol, Jim took a dive down them from the top. And
just sober as well.
I can only imagine the pain and anguish that goes through your mind in slow motion as you're falling down
15 feet of stairs.
Yeah, oh man.
Superman style.
Yeah, it just makes me cringe.
It's alright, mate, it happens on a regular.
So, Serge has given this a 9 already for the vibes. Yeah, not bad. I want to see it take off a bit.
Yeah, but I like the fact that it's jamming live with Reason, you know, because people go, oh, Reason's not a live bit of kit.
No, it is.
Fuck off.
It is.
Brilliant for live.
The problem is, you've got so many knobs and controls on dialer. The controller that you need to do it live would be fucking massive.
Well, not
and you
really.
need to
You just have a few bits of kit. Yeah, you just get used to your mapping, the same as you do. Like when you move your kit around, you have to get used to.
I hate it.
Yeah. It's the same with me when my S2 went down and I had to use the S2 Mark II. There are a couple of subtle differences. And it just took me a little bit, you know, and I ended up turning the platters off.
I think what this track really needs, though...
It needs more top, and again, I want that.
Perfect.
It's a bit noodly, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit noodly.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. That should have come in with a fucking really good hi-hat and clap and a fucking ride and...
I think we're about
a big fucking noise or something, I don't know. Not a fucking cymbal. No crash cymbals. If you hear a crash cymbal in my music, you know that I wrote that pre-2014.
You're not a fan of crashes?
I've not used one since 2014.
Really?
Really. Unless it's part of a loop.
I usually put one at the beginning, just so that I know.
Because I use a lot of loops. I took a lot of loops.
Yeah, I imagine that process on the bottom hole then.
Torn apart into even smaller pieces than they started in, but you know, that's not the point. They had nice noises in them, so they got used. Same as samples and synths, you know, they all got their little things, you know. I don't think of samples as single sounds, I think of them as parts of things to make things out of them, you know, other things out of them. It's like when I'm thinking of a kick, I'm thinking of 5 or 6 different bits.
So it says, I'm tuning you out. I did it.
What, the hi-hats and shit?
massively important.
It's techno, it's dance music.
Yeah.
The kick isn't enough.
You've got like the kick and the acid line are nice. That's all going on nicely, but you need the little incidentals to keep it going.
Yeah.
I mean, there is percussion there, but it's very quiet.
I see you've got a lot of channels muted out there, and I'm thinking, is that where you've got your hi-hats, and are you saving them?
I don't know if he's saving them, but right at the end of the track. Actually, it still sounds like it's the same loop. Yeah, it does sound like a bit noodly. Mate, I wanted it to be storming, and it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a competent track, but I wanted it to be storming. We know you're capable of so much more. Like Jim said, it's nice to see you jamming out on Reason, and so for those reasons, I will give you a solid 8, although it did feel a little noodly. And we wanted some percussion. Anything else?
Yes. No, that's exactly what you said, and what we said through it as well.
Yeah. However, Serge de Munter was loving it. Okay, is that... Yeah. Oh, Mate did say it was a work in progress. So.
Making your own decks for the tree.
Well, excuses then.
Yeah. Okay, so Marios is up next. Marios Luca, I Am Maniac.
Indeed. Straight in, no lube. That'll do it, mate. There's a couple of good peaks in there. You're going to clip if you go much more. Right.
Like you say, straight in, no lube. Where are you going to go from here? You know, you're already dry fucking us. What are you going to do next? Are you going to make us wet?
Loads of room.
Oh yeah. Graham, if you're watching this back on a replay, mate, this is very similar to the track that you put in, but like, look at the differences between the two. Take this as some sort of template-ish. You did, Mr. Cowbell. Bass could be a bit heavier?
Yeah, quite a bit. It's quite sharp.
Yeah.
But right, it's across the whole track and it's not mastered and it's consistent and it's EQ, you can kind of make it up in mastering, as long as it's not cut off too. I'll tell you, I'm going to the toilet so I'll be out of here.
I might go to that in November as well, 26th of November. I have no idea, John. Should I be? And how do I find that out?
So my bit of advice on that one is, you're putting, like when you're doing drum and bass, it's really easy to put so much sub into your kick drum that you can't then put enough sub into your bass line, so you're using the mid-range to carry your bass line. So when I went out there and all I could hear was the bass, when that extra kick came in there with the bottom on it, but I really felt that, but there's nothing coming from the bass line. What I would do is just take a little bit off the bottom of the kick, but add quite a bit of, use the bass line for the sub more, and remember that when you're doing drum and bass, because of the impact of your kick, you can afford to have your sub a little bit louder than your kick.
Yes, John.
Just use a shorter kick.
I believe.
Whether you chop the very end of it to stop it hitting the sub, or whether you use a filter or an EQ just to take the very, very bottom off.
I think the track's cracking. Little Prodigy vibe going on.
Yeah, wicked track.
Percussion's really nice.
Just that little bit of to give that bass, to give that rumble, you know. Try and make your kicks pop a little bit more rather than thud, because you want that thud space for your bass noises.
Oh, touching on what you said earlier, try different kicks. So I'll like write the track, and then like just as I'm about to finalise it, I'll just have a look through all the kicks. Just see if anything fits better.
Yeah.
Oh, actually that works better.
Yeah, I do the same thing with hats and claps and stuff though, and even sometimes snares. I might have spent 2 hours getting a snare to sound right, and then just at the last minute I'm like,
shitty snare.
Maybe something would have sounded better without all that effort, you know? Because the less you have to do, the better, you know?
That's one of the things Jan find out on our course as well. It's like the more plugins and things you use after the fucking sound, the more of a dickhead you are.
Keep your signal chain as short as possible at all times, even in the digital realm.
Yep.
It's just good practice.
Yep.
Everything has a character, even if you don't turn it, even if you've got the bypass on.
Yeah, true.
Everything adds a character.
Marios, get some more bass in that track and you got a 9.
Yes.
I think that's fair.
I like that.
Yep, I like it. Yeah, drum work was really, really nice, moved along nicely, made me jiggle, so yeah, really good. Really, really good. Okay.
Maybe have a bit more of a drop back in the middle there and a bit of space, and then a real fucking slamming bit.
Ooh, Tony, you still on, fella? What are we on? I want to go make a coffee, but I don't think now is the time.
This is not going to be long enough.
It is. I just want to hear it. We have it's an album. Okay.
Turn us off because I get to stretch my legs.
What?
Turn us off and listen to the track. Leave them with a bunch of noise. Sounds like Orteca.
I get the feeling we'll be having a few tracks from the album. Tony, is this the one you wanted playing? Yeah, is this the one you wanted playing? Because I know sometimes you put the album in, you don't want me to play this one, you want me to play a different one. Oh, Tony's stuff's just fucking absolutely beautiful. But I think Tony wants us to play a different track.
I never got to see them live, but I've experienced their music on a very, very loud rig. I can't remember which. Not the Quarestis album, it was the one before. Played on a big, massive rig, and I'd been given a massive cup of mushroom tea and told it was just mint tea because I'd had a bad stomach. And yeah, much the same, it made me very, very sick. The music, I was fine once I got away from the music, but it made me feel very, very sick.
Okay, so this one better be better, Tony. We were really liking that first one. Jim was loving it.
Really nice way to start an album.
Yeah. Really
got my attention straight off the bat.
But yeah, Tony would like us to play track 8, which is Where Do We Go From Here?
Funny thing is, I drank that mint tea with the police's technical helicopter pilot. It was only about 20, bless him. no idea either. Police didn't leave, they'd had to park their helicopter about halfway up the hill, walk down, and the old sergeant came back, and I still hadn't realised, despite it having stitches by this point, I was actually in stitches, and this old sergeant walks back having seen what's going on at this massive free party, looks down at this helicopter pilot with his police cap on and he goes, "You drank some of their fucking tea, didn't you?" in a Welsh accent, shakes his head and walks off back up the hill to where they've managed to fucking land this helicopter. Took them about 2.5 hours to fucking winch somebody else out to drive them all off in this other helicopter. Funny as fuck.
I preferred the first one, Tony.
Should have left it playing.
Yeah.
I like to hear albums in context.
So do I, from start to finish. Hey. Don't get me wrong, this is beautiful, it sounds lovely. But the first one had...
They're not random surges. What they do is they use one time signature for the kicks and another for the snares and another for the melodies, because that way their music can never be said to repeat. So they bypassed all the laws about repetitive music for about 5 years. Because it never repeats, because the polymeters they use ensure that
it's never the same.
It's never the same. No two bars are ever the same, ever, throughout the whole track. They did for about 5 years.
Yeah, it's beautiful, Tony, absolutely beautiful. Not really my thing, this one. The first one had a little bit more for me. It's absolutely beautiful. The link to the album is in the thread, and you can buy this album for $7 US.
Benjamin, I can make Gaz's rap work to an amazing amount of different things. It just, yeah. I love working with vocals. Please, Gaz, send me them fucking vocals. Sort of thing I'd go out and buy, but if I'd have heard it from the beginning, it might have sucked me in all the way, and like I end up like liking.
Yeah, exactly. This one feels like when you're comfortable with the album.
Yeah.
You know, whereas the first one is like, I'm the album, you listen to me.
Yeah.
You know, and this is like when you're comfortable with it. However, it's lovely and beautiful. I'm taking nothing away from you, Tony.
No, really do.
I'm gonna give you an 808 on it. Not my thing. Produced just beautifully though.
Top notch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Detail over level every fucking time.
Again, Jim with the sense.
I'm still polishing. That's just I'm a perfectionist. I'm also a big but
Michael Bass says a little Massive Attack B-side, I totally dig it. Yeah, I can hear that.
Collab. The Massive Attack collab. They did loads. I've been digging, having a little dig through with all the different little offshoots and stuff that Tricky did as well. And,
not Tricky, but
Max Inquay, what a fucking album.
I don't like it. Everybody loves it. I don't like it.
Love it.
Yeah, Tricky was alright. Massive Attack are okay. Everybody went mental for him. I thought it was okay. But then, most of the things I think are okay. However, I thought that was lovely. I'm going to give you an 808 on it, Tony. It was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
I preferred the first one, and maybe we'll play that next week. Because I'm pretty sure we'll be playing that album a lot over the coming weeks. Okay, who we got next up? We have a YouTube. Oh, video unavailable. Oh, it's private. Oh, that kind of sucks. However, it doesn't mean that the show ends a little bit earlier, and that is beautiful. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Have I? Yeah, I have.
No, it doesn't, because I'm going to play you another tune. Since you've got my memory stick plugged in.
No, it is definitely gone. That's a shame. Oh, well.
What a shame. What a terrible, terrible shame.
Morgan Juniper at 147 BPM then.
Let's have a bit of Morgan. Oh, yeah.
apparently this is made using Morse code. Yeah, literally.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Like taking a mathematical approach to music. It's a very Morgan thing to do. Right, I need a Wii.
Yeah, I think I'm a geek, but he makes me look really ordinary.
Literally, right?
Yeah. And straight away you hit with the depth and placement of those sounds. How old's this one, Morgan?
Finished it about 3 hours ago.
Fucking wicked, mate. Very fucking Tribe. Right fucking on the nail at the minute, this. Bigger kicks.
It's almost psytrance.
Yeah, Tribe is. Very, very fucking like...
Morgan, what does it spell out? Did he say? Oh, it says techno. Morse code says techno. Nice.
Beautiful. Every time I've thought, oh, just about
need something, and then he does it.
Timing. Nice use of air noise in there as well.
Phone just committed suicide. It's not far enough in the psytrance box for me to hate it.
It's fuck.
That new line is a bit off. Wonk. John Alchemy says, oh my, is Tribe a genre? Yes, Tribe is a genre.
It's been a genre for a very long time.
Don't like that new sound that's been added, Morgan.
I liked it when it was more tribey.
Love the break, break was cool as fuck.
Loving the use of noise in there as well.
It's got some fun to it, man.
John Alchemy, go and listen to Core on SoundCloud or Bandcamp. Actually, go and listen to her on Bandcamp. Give him some big ups. Nakkore, best Tribe I've seen live for a very long time, and I love the stuff he's got on Bandcamp. His live sets are just special. The stuff on Bandcamp's really good. But it's like essence of Tribe.
I liked him, Morgan. Yeah, quirky. Your stuff's always like not in a particular genre, but sounds like one or two other things. And that one did that really well. It was funky towards the end. Really, really liked it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'll go with Iron Maniac and give you an 8.5 vibes. Or Cats. Really catchy earworm from Serge de Munter. Okay, so that track that was private, was it? Okay, yeah. Okay.
Sorted it.
I believe. Nope.
You get some more me then instead.
Yeah. Try again, Sapro. Maybe send it to me or something, and we'll definitely try and get you in. But that didn't work. Okay, so we are. That was Morgan. So we are now here.
Yeah.
No, we don't have time for ads. We don't have time for intros. There we go. Oh, this is Phoenix.
The easiest way to get
Textures EP out 11/11/22. Great date.
If you simply close your eyes and allow
I chose
yourself
my
to
dates
hear
because it all divided by 3 really neatly.
Just listen to
Numbers are
It's
important.
all called Cycle of Threes, so.
That's fine, numbers are important.
And you all still got to get back to me on Started, track on Cycle of Threes Weird Monkey album. Because the first person who can give me the correct tempo and signed time signature for that track.
Let your ears hear whatever they want to hear.
6-8.
Very quiet. You're asking me for nerd counting? That's you.
There you go.
Chill Step says John Alchemy. Dynamic says 166 BPM in 13 quarters.
No, it's much more simple than that. It's so much more simple than that. All you have to do is figure out what the polymeter is by the length of bars.
See, this is
that it repeats over. So take each one and then you can divide by the amount of beats in it and how many bars there are to figure out
what the time signature is. It's all 4/4 if you don't carry like a nerd.
You can also get the speed from that equation.
Somebody else said Alan Watts. It was DJ FX All, and Serge Samantha says Alan Watts. Again, the Meditative Star used it in a track.
Sub up again.
Take your time. It's coming back up.
Might be down here.
WeTransfers are not good. Downloading whilst I'm online is possibly the worst way to get it to me. Okay, let's see how that works out.
This is a fucking fat yes from me. I'm giving you a checkout, Phoenix.
It's Weird Monkey. Feels kind of Weird Monkey.
Weird Monkey does everything. And done dubstep for ages. Maybe we should do some.
It's only 82 megabytes, so
I think it's drum and bass next.
Apparently this is out in 10 days, so yeah, 11/11/11/22. It's got mood. I was hoping for a bit more wub in it. Dean Daughter says the design is on point. Serge Samantha says stoner techno. Well, dubstep.
Yeah, stoner techno. Spot on, Serge. Spot on, mate. Best fucking. That is the best fucking description of dubstep I have ever heard, because it's got so much in common with it. You can't mistake it when you hear it, but you can't pin the fucker down. Same as techno. You asked, describe techno to me. What makes techno techno?
Oh, kick drums.
What makes techno techno? No, it doesn't.
Drums,
no, it doesn't. You think about all the different kick drums you hear in techno. What makes techno techno?
Cowbells.
Yes, cowbells.
Okay, so I'm desperately trying to get these. Oh, it's an MP4 now. Oh no, that is a video file. Right, let's go. Right, so this is the track that couldn't be played because it was private and all kinds of things. So this is Sapro, lovely guy Bob, met him a few times now.
I think you should maybe then play Complex 2 from that Jimmy Scavenger folder, just for the fun of it. Because you won't be able to play it for very long, it'll be released soon. It's out on promo now. Just because I don't want you to go to bed ever.
Who's mine?
Who's clipping me?
One, two, are we back in the building?
It's looking good. Been a bit short on techno tonight.
Have been a bit short on techno tonight.
No offence, y'all. Music's been fucking great, but yeah, a bit short on techno.
This is Bob's in studio.
Nice.
Yeah, two mono stations, an MPC X, I think it is. Pro 1, 2 MBs and a TV. So it says, what's the genre? What's the genre?
Some things that like it up a lot, by the way. Cool.
Roaster.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an MPC Live, not an X.
Genreising anything, doesn't it?
Done it, you know? I like this a lot. Kind of reminds me of the Crystal Method. And that's high praise, Bob. I'm going to give you an 808 on it, mate.
Yeah, good little performance, this one.
Yep. Daughter says, is that why I like it? Quite possibly, yes. Alright, Callum. Hey, Tollington's in the building.
Man knows how to do some serious techno. Although you still can't get over 54 channels of stereo audio.
David Johnson says, slow beat is underrated. It can be.
Totally.
It can be. Right, Jim wants to keep us here till fucking gone 11. Phoenix says, I'll have something fast for you guys next time. That would be awesome. But you don't have to, you know, you just submit whatever you want.
Yes, mate.
I like that, Bob. I think that was funky. Oh, fucking hell, that's loud.
What we expected.
Let's just turn that down a bit while we chat about Bob's track. Yeah, Bob, great track. Really, like I say, it sounded like the Crystal Method to me. Going to give you an 808 on it. I think you did really well. You can stare at Jimmy Scavengers and my ugly mugs for the next 5 minutes. Like I say, Jim wants to keep us here till gone 11.
Yeah, got me done. Came all this way, you know.
Get your money's worth.
25-minute fucking drive, you know.
Get your money's worth. Oh, Supper says it's still a work in progress. I think it's very close to being finished, mate. Fucking yeah. Don't overcook it.
So this again, complex 1, 2 and 3, all made with instances of complex in Reason and nothing else. Everything synthesized from the ground up in real time, going along, and then no actual note sequencing or anything happening outside of them either, just control voltage changes. Yeah. So all internal clock driven.
Scavenger goes modular. It does sound modular actually.
I've just got VCV. I'm just gonna have a little play with that when I can find a version that's stable on my computer.
VCV?
Yeah, it's another virtual rack. Yeah, I'm kind of using Reason in the same way VCV works to do this. So everything's being triggered off the same 4 clocks. They're all linked together. And then I'm just going over and recording lots of control voltage changes to all the different things I've hooked up to play with.
It's very modular. At least it's not fart noises.
Huh?
Have you made fart noises yet?
Yeah, but they're boring.
They are boring.
They're really easy to make.
I'm sure you commented on that thing that that girl was playing Toto the other day.
Yeah.
And she was patching it all up and you were like, oh, that fucking the most annoying noise ever.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah, I get it. Remember Atari Uma? He was very fond of Toto. And he's like, I got to play on it! It just sounds like fucking bad noise to me. And there it is.
Yeah, you're gonna hear this on a big rig. It fucking sounds great.
Sort of quirky. Squeaky almost. Yeah, for modular, not bad. Inside Reason, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Serge Demanda says my new track of the night. You were always going to say that about a techno scavenger track. Okay, in 25
45 seconds. We'll be running for 3 hours and 3 minutes.
Oh, 303.
It'll happen on your track.
And lucky for some. First time I'm on for months and it's a fucking 3.5 hour show. Typical. Let's go do it.
304. It's not bad.
Oh, nearly.
So close. I can edit it.
Photoshop it in. It's only to make up for my crap old reflexes, honestly.
I'm trying to get a good face position for myself.
I've always been that slim. Yeah, that wrinkle free.
Right, so that's like your 4th track we played tonight? Third track. So we don't need to mark that one, even though we'll probably get 9s or something. Let's just leave it at that, shall we?
Leave it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't mark tracks anyway, do you?
No.
So yeah, no, great track, Jim. Absolutely great track. Brought out a bass face halfway through nicely.
Yeah.
A little bit of John Alchemy next. There's a short one.
Yeah.
Alright.
On the tracker by the look of it.
Yeah, alright. Alright.
Let's go.
Alright.
Let's go.
Alright. Yeah, alright.
Tollington says, nice job, Jim.
Alright.
Cheers, Callum. That means a lot coming from you because I know you know what you're fucking talking about, mate.
Yellow says,
I know what you're talking about, so thank you, mate.
Alright.
Let's go.
Alright.
Let's go.
Our search says, Erica Techno Machine.
Fuck you too!
You wait till you hear what I come out next. I've already started on it.
Modular?
No, I'm not full on stab. Really fucking dark, glitched out, fucked up drum and bass.
Oh, good.
Like really fucked up.
Alright.
Frank John says, it's surprising.
Alright. Yeah, alright.
Right, this is John. Dean Daughter's loop.
Alright.
Let's go.
Alright.
Is this one of these live tracker things?
Yeah. Poly-end tracker.
Seen people doing fucking wicked things with these.
Yeah, I thought about one, but I don't want to program it quite that much. I just want to load loops into something rather than actually having to program the whole fucking thing. I'm so lazy.
Yeah.
It works. Nirvana, right?
Just a bit.
Is Phoenix off? Got a bounce, guys. Thanks for the feedback. See you next time. Not a problem. We look forward to it next time. What's going on in that speaker?
It does sound like all the guitars loaded over here, doesn't it?
And something's coming from over there, like a percussion.
I'm going to go and listen. No, it does sound. I think maybe what it is that wah is the lower frequencies on that side and the higher frequencies on that side because we're so far apart from the two speakers. This was something that brings up something I was going to say about when you're producing dance music that's going to be played on a rig. Even if the problem you've got is like most rigs are 2 mono stacks, but very occasionally you come across a big posh rig and you've actually got a stereo stack. Now, that's great if it's flown. Yeah, line array, that's fucking fantastic because everyone gets a nice stereo image. If it's put 2 point source stacks that are working as left and right, what you actually get is if you're standing in a left speaker, yeah, you get this. And if you're standing near the right speaker, you get that. Yeah. So don't pan stuff too far apart. Make sure you fucking percussion's pretty central in particular. Rides and things like that, the amount of people that send me things with a ride, hand hard right or hard left. And I'm like, I literally can't do anything with that. I won't go to mid-side process, and I'm not paying for the equipment to do it, not the amount I get paid.
No, don't do it.
Not unless you want to start paying me 80 quid a track.
Oh, that bumps your price up a little bit.
Well, not as much as a few people I could mention.
Okay, so that track went down really well. David Johnson says, smells like John Alchemy and gave it a 9. Fnatic 12,000 says, sick. Too Many DJ Style from Yellab. I wanted to hate it, but it got really good towards the end.
Yeah.
I was like, not another Nirvana sample. And then it just got better and better and better and better and better. So I'll give you an 8.5 on it, John.
Fair play, mate.
Yeah. Oh no, but okay.
Yeah, but hard panning effects, you know, it's great for music that you listen to at home, but if you're thinking about doing dance music and you're hoping it's going to get played on big rigs, you've got to think a little bit more about your stereo and versus your mono image. Oh, Jesus, mate.
I wasn't expecting that. That's almost godly. Separation in that. It's like sitting on a cloud. Oh man, the cowbell Yenti is amazing. You fucking love it, Yenti. Love it. An actual cowbell that we can start hitting here, let's set it up just there.
The whole movement of the whole thing.
I'm not so keen on this one, but it works.
Yeah, it's the whole movement of the whole thing, it's really quite clever.
We're slipping more back into like the old Yenti.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I mean, it's still working.
I don't know, this is really quite well formed, like you say, it's got that.
Wow, I never thought I'd heard Jim Scavenger saying the Yenti track is well formed.
And it makes mathematical sense. Everything's happening in the right places.
Yeah.
Everything, fucking
night and day. Right,
beautiful,
I just wanted to go and find this.
Nicely done, mate.
Right, this is. That's what we're used to from Yenti.
Yeah.
You know, like just everything all at once. Right, that's old Yenti. Night and fucking day, that is absolutely beautiful. Again, I gave you like a -3. No, I gave someone, who was it? John Coffey. I gave like a -3 for it being a style that I didn't like, but loved it because of the production work. I'm gonna have to say the same here. I fucking hated the track. It was horrible. It was beautiful. It was lovely, and it's just not up my street at all. But the fact that it was produced by Yenti, I'm gonna give you a 10. Honestly, it was,
I really liked it.
Yeah,
full stop.
Separation, progression.
I actually like the sort of the melodic element of it as well, and the way that the melodic elements changed, and there was a little bit of discord, but not
too
so much that it made you feel fucking like, oh, please retune that.
Yeah.
It was enough to make you feel uncomfortable, and then it slid back in and was like, oh yeah.
That,
and
honestly,
oh god,
Yenti, that was fucking
again. I like that.
great.
It was really nice.
There might have been a remix. Not a remix, a collab. But yeah, that was beautiful. Oh, this is Lost Luke.
I'm here on the ground with my nose in it since the whole thing began.
I'm trying to get this guy on the fucking show for ages.
Been inspired to have. I cared about what he wanted, and I never judged him. Why? Because I never rejected him, in spite of all his imperfections. I'm a fan of man.
Catch you later, Yellow. I've got your CDs. Don't worry.
The devil's definition of himself is I am who am not.
You better focus. Listen, don't speak until we've spoken. Appease us cause the beasts have just awoken. We sleep with bodies floating, frozen since souls were stolen. We've been stone cold hosts with no emotion. Chosen, lost Luke and big toes to ghost them. Broken mind, 666 lines are open. Phone to get your missing pictures pinned to a post. And if it ain't your business, then don't stick your nose in. Questions we ask the sky with no answers. Gods hear you cry, but respond with cold laughter. Feels like the night just got a little darker. Calmer, left to our own sick disaster. So I take a noose while I hunt for a martyr with sins. The last king still swings from the rafters. Descent into hell's getting faster. Demons whisper to me, look,
your soul is what I'm after.
But it's way too expensive. Offer me the whole world, I still won't accept it. Eating embers, taste the flames will be endless. Repentance, I sold my soul for this sentence. Pens now, sharper, faster, relentless. And everything I write could slice through your tendons. Regiments of ghosts in attendance. When I step back into hell, they all stand to attention and salute. I'm getting long in the tooth. While the monsters commend, but I'm not in the mood. I burn down the booth, rub salt in your wounds. I don't want your hallow, I got nothing to prove. The problem with my vessel is how it's crawling with devils. They're always in its possession, they're in and won't move. Ain't leaving now, they've settled and dragging me to their level. I'll never make it to heaven, I'll sin till I'm doomed.
Released for Halloween, so
yes, proper, nice job.
Here comes the beast, here comes the beast, all full of rage. Eyes open wide as the moon turns to blood. You don't need to worry about me, yeah, I'm harmless. A nice white boy with a smile like Dharma's. Tie you by your feet, back you into the darkness. The same kind of bastard that'll teabag your carcass. All the rhymes I write at night, they seem to glow. Eyes redder than the devil's dick when I get even stoned. Listen, don't wanna get left with me alone. I learned from the elite how to harvest your retreat across. Raps calculate you with the code. I dare to speak the name of your gods as a mockery. This ain't a hobby, see too late for an apology. Just use a rusty corkscrew to give you a lobotomy. In my laboratory, it's like a horror scene. A rotten meat locker full of secrets you don't wanna see. Honestly, I always do the job properly. It's that bones of victims with big skin from my rotten teeth. Steak knife incisions, when you're dead I'm gonna be eating you with no fucks given, unless it's necrophilia. We all know a couple strange creeps, but I'm creepier.
Asshole clothes and keep feeding and feeding.
The root of so much evil keeps on stacking in the banks, cause Lucifer is guiding, leading masses of the damned. Keep flashing you my fangs till you're cacking in your pants. Inspiring the silence of the sacrificial lamb. Sacrificial fallen angels ever to be sanctified. This shit's enough to wake the dead when it's amplified. Like an earthquake and shaking the sands of time. Satanic monarchy are raising the Antichrist. A better world for your kids is what you pray for. But trust me, that ain't gonna happen, I'ma make sure. Wage war till maggots all born from your flayed core. Blood rains pour, I eat my dinner with a chainsaw, bitch. Here comes the beast, here comes the beast.
Cedric, you're lost, Luke. Okay. Dude, I hope you are
Dude, this is fucking awesome.
Yep. the comments are just on fire.
Eyes open wide, as the moon turns to blood.
I'm back bigger, badder than ever, batter your eardrums. Here comes Big Toes and Lost Loop, we're useless, the duet. Putting down the scene like we're two vets. Gaining all momentum, we're playing out at the festival. Two legs, we stand tall, roulette, we gamble. It's paying off and we're getting the recognition. Soon see your faces all over the television. Check the rhythm, kill them, seal them and bin them off into river wisdom. Crowd be holding their breath, asphyxiation. You're just a general
Second thing I've heard tonight, I'd love to fucking get these vocals, do some remixing with it.
Everybody's and the bodies roll away.
There you go.
Fucking great.
Tangled up in excellence, your baggy pants.
What a flow, yes.
Check my regiment, the underground captain of your settlement, hedonist. Fuck the rest of it.
I have a bit of a thing for doing Halloween songs as well. Done 28 days later, and then I've done Halloween dub from the original Friday the 13th. Okay. From the actual original trailer and full movie soundtrack.
Yeah, so that was fucking amazing. If you like that, pop on over to his channel. Got loads of videos over there.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think he's local to Bristol. I'm sure of it, but I'm not 100% on that one. I'd like to get him in on the show as well. I think that'd be cool. And yeah, we'd like to like more stuff our way, please, mate. Really, really good. Really, really good. Okay. Wonky time, apparently. Oh,
Surge. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh.
I was going to say, I'm sure I heard that earlier.
Now, Surge says that this has no genre.
It doesn't.
Yeah. So have you heard this one before?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
What are your feelings on it then?
It's Surge.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
See, you like it already?
Yeah, it's rich in tones.
Oh! So fucking naughty. Sounds to make some this fucking great.
No, not at all. That's what you do with that.
How many fucking variations? I like those little noises and stuff in this one, it makes me laugh.
Oh, Surge. Tracks left, Jim.
Oh, I'm fucking really enjoying this.
Okay, Bury St Edmunds is not that far off. Playing safe a little bit more, right? Oh, Surge. Yeah, genius.
Without a doubt, one of my favourite producers of all time.
Yeah, Surge rocks. He ebbs and flows, he doesn't put out a lot of content, but the stuff he does put out is fucking quality.
He's always doing something different.
Yep.
And I love his way with rhythm.
Yeah.
It's those little...
Tonington says a bit of Stranglers vibe, walking on the beaches, looking at the beaches.
Actually, yeah. 6/8. Well, actually, that's 4/4 with an extreme swing on it, but.
I am in it. Says it's like the Pink Panther line, but mashed up and tweaked. Yep. I thought it was fucking brilliant, Serge. Yeah.
Pink Panther line again, slightly different. It's 4/4 with a big swing on it. It's not 6/8.
Yeah. No, that was honestly, Serge, that was great.
Beautiful.
But the synth line, I'm not going to call it a bass line because it was a synth line, was just gorgeous.
Yeah.
It was just
It's that use of unison and playing it off with syncopation.
Okay.
Love it.
Yeah, it's like track of the night, just because of how complex it was and simple at the same time.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was lovely.
It's always going to be the track of the night for me. It's Serge.
Yeah. Okay, so I think this is Fnatic 12,000 because it says here is a special load of cowbell and shitty snare. So I'm guessing that is. Oh, not another Facebook fartbook. Fuck fartbook off, you cunts.
You said earlier you didn't have a problem with it.
I know, but like, I don't want us there. Stop putting yourself there. Is that going to be a kick? I don't think so. Oh, there is. Oh, very distorted. Is that distorted?
You run the whole thing through the same distortion saturation unit.
Yeah, everything's.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. It's what's his name used to do.
Yent.
No, really famous fucking bad boy recordings, fucking Mr. Wazzo.
Oh right, okay.
Have a few bits of kit, run them all through the same distortion unit, and then try and ride the volume control to keep it level. That's why that album sounds the way it does. It's because it literally is all bits of tape and records and all sorts of shit.
So it says, didn't think you'd like that one, so thankful. Oh, Serge, it was beautiful, mate.
You won't burn our speakers because it's just limited. Chopped off at a certain volume. You can give us some digital distortion if you like. That would just sound horrible, but it still won't burn our speakers. But that doesn't sound like digital distortion. That sounds like saturation.
Yeah, overdriven. Actually, Mr. Lovelace says it sounds like your kick being limited because of overloading instead of cutting it and clipping. It just sounds like the compressor's just bringing the whole fucking thing down. What compression? Have you got compression on this? -2. Fuck it. I mean, the idea's there. Stefan, or Stephanie as you are now, because
The
you're
thing
on a
is, you
band.
can even keep the sounds sounding like that and separate the channels up so they don't all affect each other and come up and down like that. Do you like the sound of them like that?
No.
That might well be made out of a cowbell.
Well, it does say cowbell there, but...
Yeah, I think that's made out of cowbells.
So not even a true cowbell, but a cowbell that's been altered so it doesn't really sound like a cowbell.
No.
Stephanie, I'm disappointed in you, mate. I'm going to change my -3 to a -4. Awful, awful. I know how talented you are, you know? That's me level shit in
Drive
Ableton.
that master like a pig, he says.
Awful. Worst
Makes
score
my
I've
sinuses
ever given.
hurt.
Yeah. That was not nice. Get out of here with that shit. I know you're better than that. Okay, so...
Oh, he made the cowbell himself at least, using operator.
DNA remix, DJ FX.
How long is it?
1 minute? 3 minutes 17.
Oh, that's alright. That's just about livable. Sorry, I am like old, you know. Seemed like a good idea 10 minutes ago.
now this sounds like energy. Like someone said a track earlier sounded like energy. I think this one sounds like one track. Fanatic 12,000 frequency modulation built all of the sounds in that Complex 2 track for all of the percussion that was built in it, and Complex 3 when I finally played it to you guys has got some really complex snares in it with loads of different FM modulation going on 3 different oscillators at the same time. Stack oscillators just for fun. Is that DNA as in DNA that, I can't remember his name, Timothy Leary. John, are you on? Yeah, he is. It sounds almost acid core.
That's what I was about to say, it sounds like sort of big I play.
Not a diss at all. John says yes again. Question. Track episode right in track 11 o'clock. That means they're up in.
If you made that acid line look more impressive, this is like something big I can play. It's heavy enough. It's got that.
Oh, it's Yenti's original track. I took it and worked on it a bit. Oh, right.
Wow. Fucking hell, you've been full of surprises tonight.
That line is constant in the background.
Yeah.
It's a bit grating. Rapid stone attack.
Everything's going to be stoned at everything for ages, isn't it? Nice one, Mr. Coffee.
Yeah, not bad at all.
And
not bad
Yenti.
at all. It's nice to hear something that Yenti's made and like made to sound nicer. It sounded like acid core to me. Tollington says interesting. Yes, I get the interesting vibe. But that line that just carried on the whole way through just got a bit grating towards the end. So I'm going to give you licking an 8 on that one. Penultimate track of the show, Jim. One more to go.
Is this the last track?
Yes. David Johnson.
Hey.
A short 3-minute track. Okay then.
So now's not the time to suggest leaving us with one of his
with one of whose
weird monkeys.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We can leave you with a weird
turn
monkey.
the mic off. Oh, this one's online.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Where?
I'll give you the address. Jimmy Scavenger
At
jimmyscavenger.bandcamp.com. Number 5.
Well, no, not a problem. Says thanks for the host for a good show. See you soon. Catch you later, my man.
Yeah, Jones's stuff always sounds crisp as fuck.
Always does.
679 tracks.
Ridiculous.
Fucking hell, the man is a machine.
21 more tracks in this dude's got 700 tracks. Bonkers.
On Bandcamp.
Yeah. Bonkers. I think this is one that's going to hit around about a solid 8. I think. Not bad. Risey, trancy.
Early noughties.
Oh god!
That good?
Yeah.
This is the latest I've been out of bed for quite a long time.
I've been nothing at 7. Like on that time, right 7 to about 7:45, and then still fall asleep at 11.
I have to take naps halfway through doing like half of my housework.
Yes, Tollington, absolutely. Good attention to detail with Air Canada. Keen as fuck for snack Fanatic 12,000 gives it a 10. Dave Jones says thanks people, no problem. I'm sure I already marked it, I'm sure I did. Again, another stunning piece from David Johnson. Writes some stunning stuff.
Jonesy.
Yeah, Jonesy. DJ Jones. Dr. Jones! Hey, short round. Okay, we have come to the end of the show. We're going to play a Weird Monkey to play you out with. I just want to thank Jim for coming into the show. Thank you so much, my man.
My pleasure.
Not a problem. Oh, God. Okay, once again, want to thank all the producers that put in.
Yeah, thank you all.
All the people that liked and commented and shared this evening, and the person that co-hosts and the hosts and stuff like that, because it's a triangle thing. And if
yeah, thank you, Mark.
That's not a problem. Over the past, since over this show and the last show is 7 hours worth of music. So go check that out. It all lives here on the clownfest.live site. This is where that one lives, and you can go and find all of the rest of the past ones there. There are fucking hundreds of them. Go and check them out. There's thousands and thousands of tracks there, hundreds and hundreds of hours.
Ridiculous repository of music. If you're
really
ever bored and you want some new music to listen to,
go over here.
Go there.
It's just, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with some Weird Monkey to play us out with. Track 5 off of an album called Cycle of Threes.
It's actually the simplest composition
but
it's going to be the most of a bastard to mix, and it's the most complex put together.
Yeah, Jim,
if that makes any sense.
People mix it.
I really, really want to see someone try and mix this in a set. It's going to be fucking hilarious, and there is an extra prize. I'm not saying what it is, but there is an extra prize for anyone who can give me the right BPM and the right time signature for this track. There's extra prize.
My Chaos pads are usually a BPM 8, so I'm out of the running on that one. Right, me and Jim are off. It has been an absolute pleasure to play music and rant shit at you for the past 3 hours, 36 minutes and 27 seconds.
Oh my fucking day, sorry.
I know. Right, so this is the Weird Monkey. Take it away. We are off. Catch you later,
yeah, big love.